The name's JonMac, pro fighter, published author, public speaker. And for the last few years, I've been living life in a van. Meet Appa, my Japanese-inspired tea house on wheels. Welcome in. Coffee, tea, whiskey. That's how it begins. My podcast. The one where we sit and talk about life. Thoughts, stories, human things. You know human things. The things that make us human. If that's your cup of tea, then welcome in. Drinks on me.
Let's do this, man.
Buenos dias, bienvenidos.
All right.
Hell yeah, bro.
We're here.
We're here. Make yourself comfortable. I'm gonna pour us up some waters. ¿Quieres un café?
Sí, por favor.
¿Con crema o negro?
Sin crema, negro. How are you making coffee today?
I do a little bit of pour over action.
Pour over. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I drink it too.
I just think it looks cool. Like,
Yeah, it's like you're doing like some alchemy or some shit.
100%. I think I talk about it on another
technically
podcast.
you are, right? You're taking these elements, you're fucking roasting them up and shit. You're changing its nature, and then boom, you got coffee.
This is true.
Damn, look at that setup, dude.
Yeah, this is new. Like I kind of made these. Now I have to have different glassware.
Yeah.
I have to have different glassware because it's like, okay, first season it was just whatever I have.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck I have in my thing is like what we go with. And then it was like I had some space between season 1 and season 2,
Yeah.
even though I'm still not done editing, but I'm like, I know the experience of what I want to give.
Yeah.
And then working at Park and Rec, like you think about these things, like you R&D drinks or you try different, like,
Right.
oh, we want to do this glassware. So I'm like, all right, if I want to take this part of the podcast, which is actually not the meat and potatoes. The meat and potatoes is like happens at the table.
Yeah, for sure.
But just for the experience, like, well, then let me get nice glasses. Like, I got these ones, right? You can
Yeah.
check them out. It's like a, when I serve, like, say beer, if I
Yeah.
serve beer, it's a Japanese, like a beer
Okay.
glass.
This looks like a beer glass.
But I just started playing with iced matcha lattes. I've only made like 2, and just for myself.
Yeah. Was
Like,
it
not
good?
for anybody yet. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
I need to add more matcha. It was all right. I need to work on it still. And then I got these for water glasses, which are
Okay.
like, the normal small
Yeah.
beer glasses. I still have my glasses from Park and Rec for whiskey. And then I have these that I've been trying out for if people want straight matcha or if they want tea. Or what I'm doing is this is an actual cup.
Yeah.
So a cup of coffee. And so each have a cup of coffee and then we can always make more. But
I
like,
see.
a little tea ceremony action, bro.
Yeah, fuck
Trying
yeah.
to fucking get my fucking whatever this is on.
Whatever the fuck I'm doing.
whatever this is, I'm fucking doing it, man.
Shit. Well, it's just cool looking at that because I'm like, okay, I know you've been living in a van for a long time.
Yeah. Well, not currently, but yes, I did. I have.
Well, you did. You
Yep.
did. You
And I
were.
probably still will at some
You
point.
were, and
like,
you probably
shortly.
will. And I know there are elements of being a minimalist when you're living in a van, but it's cool to see it. I don't think I've ever seen like what your situation is like. And dude, it's just.
Oh yeah, dude. Here, take
How
a
long
little.
were you fucking living in a van?
2 months shy of 3 years.
Fuck, man.
Yeah. And then it's just like.
Like, okay, 3 years sounds like nothing because it's a number 3. But when you do the math of it being fucking 3 years, it's a fucking long time, dude.
It's a long time.
It's a
I didn't
long
realize.
fucking time,
I didn't
dude.
realize until I was getting out. Like, damn, I didn't know when the van life thing was gonna end.
Yeah.
But then when I moved back, I was like, wait, how long have I been in the van for? And I was like, oh shit, it's almost been 3 years.
Yeah.
Like the first year was the craziest year, right? You go through the first of everything's.
Right.
First like super cold night, first super hot night, car breaks down, this breaks down, battery go, like all the shit show things that could happen.
Okay.
Or even finding places to stay. Where do I
Yeah.
get my resources? Like the first year is kind of a lot of just figuring it out. But then afterwards, you just hit a stride and you're just like, all right, well, this is how you live life.
Yeah.
Like as if I was when I was backpacking through Southeast Asia, it's like, okay, this is all you have. And it kind of is weird. I'm jumping from hostel to hostel. I'm going from here to there. And then after a while, you kind of just hit a stride of like, all right, this is just what
you
the
get
fuck
hit
life
a lot
is.
easier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, well, I'm fucking proud of you, dude.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
I don't know how often you hear that, but I'm fucking proud of you, dude.
I appreciate that. Here's a water for you.
Thank you, sir.
I'll give you an early cheers to water.
Cheers, man.
All right.
Yeah,
What
I
am I
need to
doing
drink
here?
more water, man.
Me too.
I'm usually pretty good about it, but recently I have just been drinking copious amounts of coffee, like nonstop, dude. And that's why I'm excited for today's coffee, because this is my first of the day.
All right.
It's like when you burn, right?
Yeah.
The first one that you have.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, it hits so hard.
That's so good.
Yeah. And so I was just like, all right. I told myself I wasn't going to drink coffee for the last 3 days. That failed. So I was just like, all right, at least I'll skip my morning coffee. So that way this is my first coffee. Yeah, you go way further than I do.
This is
like you measure it out. Like
okay.
I don't even do that. Dude.
Okay, this is the first time I'm measuring.
Okay.
No, wait. No.
I was a little impressed. Oh shit.
What do I want to do for season 2? Let me try some different shit. I got this fucking spoon from Daiso. All those glasses were from Daiso, by the way.
Yeah, I love Daiso.
Awesome. Yeah,
Daiso's fucking awesome.
Daiso. If you don't know Daiso, you're missing out on life.
Yeah, it's like $10 and you can get some fucking cool ass shit.
Yeah. Yeah, so I've been just experimenting. I'm just playing, bro. This is alchemy. I'm just playing.
So at home I got a grinder and it's just got like this little like minimal line and I just fill it up to there. I have no...
Dude.
My technique isn't that in-depth.
I was making... it's different when I make, say, a cocktail. Because I was actually like trained how to make a cocktail. Like no one really trained me how to make coffee. Yeah. So it's like in some of the episodes, like I'm like grinding the beans. I'm realizing that I was grinding the beans too long. Like you're not supposed to have it be... I was like making it fine.
Yeah, you can make it too fine.
Yeah, and so I was doing that. And it was like taking me forever to make fucking coffee. Not realizing that I'm like...
go through.
I'm just like...
Water's just sitting there.
like fucking sand and water. Anyways, yeah, I just decided to add this because I just thought it'd be cool.
Yeah.
You know, like you're, official. Like it's official.
Yeah, it looks cool. How many people have chosen coffee?
On the first season, 2. I think it was like two or three coffees, a tea, and then I think 8 whiskeys.
Damn.
Yeah.
Nice.
Something of that nature.
Yeah.
This one so far has been coffee and whiskey. Coffee, whiskey, now coffee. Do you want to smell these beans, by the way?
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
Smell those beans. They are amazing.
What is this? Oh, damn.
So good, right?
Is this Phil's coffee?
Yo, shit! Yeah. We got ourselves a connoisseur. Hey, the nose. You got the nose for it.
Filtered soul?
Oh, yeah, my God,
dude.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, he wins the prize. Oh, fuck.
I do have the nose for it.
Dude, what the fuck?
Oh, shit. It's got a distinct smell, and I was drinking that nonstop for a while.
Isn't it so good?
It's really, really good.
It's my fucking favorite one.
Yeah. Okay. So just like weed.
Pause you real quick. Okay. Just because,
Just hold my thought.
Okay.
Okay, just like weed.
Yep.
I don't like smoking the same stuff over and over and over again. I like changing it up all the time. But for the longest time, I broke that habit with Filtered Soul. Like Filtered Soul, I was like probably at least like 2 months just buying that. And so that's why I know the smell really well. Yeah, dude, I don't think I've smoked almost a year now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Incredible.
It's been a long time.
Congratulations.
Thanks, dude.
I can't say the same about myself. I'm also figuring out my order of operations. Like I just realized I didn't put water in the kettle because I was distracted. You're distracting me with this conversation.
My bad, man.
I'm kidding. me over here blaming you and shit. No, but bro, you just blew my mind with that. That was great.
The fucking Filtered Soul?
Yeah.
It's a cool name, too.
Oh, this is a new upgrade as well.
Yeah, the gooseneck.
Because I was doing a kettle over here before, but it was taking too long, like the traditional kettle.
No, these electric ones, they're freaking phenomenal.
They're amazing.
Dude.
They're amazing. I need to put this over here real quick because this is water from my tea this morning. See, it wasn't fully prepared. But not that I'm ever really fully prepared.
Did you bring all your beverages?
Yeah.
Nice.
I like to keep everything like it's already in here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Less things to think about. All right, we'll give that a couple minutes. Put this stuff away.
How many episodes have you recorded for season 2?
You're the third.
Are you still in editing for 1?
Dog, I'm
season
dying.
1?
I'm dying in season. I'm drowning.
Season
Guys,
1 you're still
I'm
editing?
fucking drowning. Yes, I'm fucking editing season 1 still.
Fuck.
So I wanted
Oh, man.
I wanted to be done. I wanted to be done. Like I was like, I don't want to start filming season 2 until I finish season 1. Like, how am I going to make adjustments if I'm not even done with a complete body of work? We talk about bodies of work.
Yeah.
I have 12 episodes, like it's a dozen. I have this body of work, but I'm actually not even done with this body of work. But at some point, like I just needed to start this podcast, or season 2. The reason I jump started it is because I wanted to catch my dad on his birthday.
Right.
Right?
I remember you saying that.
On his 80th birthday, like I want to get that one. You know what I mean? Like, even if I'm not ready, like let's just do it.
Yeah.
I literally got this stuff the night before, and I fucked up. I fucked up his car. Our coffee was cold. I didn't put enough water. I fucked up. I wasn't ready. I fucking wasn't ready. But I wanted to capture the conversation.
Your dad shitty coffee on his birthday?
Yeah, it was cold. It was fucking black. It was wet.
Oh, fuck. That's hella funny.
And then
That's so cool, though. Like, I can't imagine being 80 years old, and then, like, your son's interviewing you on your birthday. Like, as a dad, that makes me feel, like, really cool. I would hope Sierra does something like that for me.
That'd be really awesome.
Yeah. Oh, for, I guess for audience members, Sierra is my daughter. She is 14. Just turned 14 in March. I forget that we're recording. Like, I was just like throwing shit out that me and you know about, but like, okay, like you have an audience.
That's the purpose, though.
Yeah.
As if they don't exist. And like even like talking about figuring things out, you know, like what I've tried to settle on is, all right, I'm not going to introduce the guest until I sit down. I just want it to feel like, if I just want the guest to feel comfortable, like let's just talk. Like, no, who cares about them? Like, well, I mean, we care about you guys, but you know, we'll get to that. And then like, to introduce the guest at the table, or you know, like again, trying to figure out this chemistry or this flow or this dynamic. But since we are at this point, I'm still waiting for the water to boil, and he's already introduced his daughter, and I haven't introduced him because I was going to introduce him later. This is one of my best friends, Javier Enriquez.
You gotta say
Javier,
there you go. Thank you.
I told him. He came in, and we were just like here shooting the shit, and I was like, "Hey, dude, I think I want to start the I think I want to start the podcast in Spanish."
Yeah, that was a fail.
And then he was like, "Don't do it." I was like, "I think I'm gonna try," and I was like, "I can't even keep a straight face." I tried a little bit, but I couldn't really do it because I couldn't keep a straight face. But yeah, this is one of my best friends.
Yeah.
I've known him since I was in middle school.
Yeah, fuck. Since middle school. But we weren't really friends in middle school.
No, we actually really didn't become friends until after high school.
Yeah.
Really. I
Like,
mean, I knew you a little bit in high school because of wrestling and things like that.
Yeah,
but
like I wrestled you the first time. That was the first time I met you. And then, I mean, you went to high school right away because you're like 2 years older than me.
Yeah.
So really, I didn't fucking get to know you until we were in high school and we were on the same wrestling team. And that's where we became friends.
Yeah. But I think the friendship really deepened when you started training at the Den at Hornet.
Yeah. And so for myself, I think I really got to know you too when we went, I don't know if you remember this, we went to fucking Fresno State.
Oh,
for a
shit.
fucking Stephen Abbott fucking wrestling camp.
Whoa. That's like that you like unlocked an old memory. I totally forgot about that camp.
We went
I totally
to a
forgot about that
dorm
camp. Dude, yes.
with James Durago.
Yes.
Yeah, we all fucking carpooled
shout out to
over
James
there.
Durago, wherever you're at in life, bro.
Miss you, bro. I don't know where you're at, but
love you,
fucking
man.
Wherever you are, man, I hope you're well. Yeah, dude, we went out there for a whole week.
Dude, I remember
That was like a first glimpse into college life.
Dude.
Fucking, you know what I realized too when we were there, man? I was just like, I was still on the JV team, trying to make my way onto the fucking varsity. so fucking hard because you got these like NCS state placers, just fucking beasts. One weight class up, one weight class down, one weight class where you're at. Like, there's just fucking animals to try to get through to get on the varsity team.
Yes.
And so, like, you feel insignificant almost when you're in that position where you're like, you got these fucking champions, these dudes that are so fucking good, and you got to knock them out of their fucking position to take their position. And then you go to a camp where literally kids from all over the nation are there.
Yeah.
And you're just fucking crushing them. Then you realize, oh shit, I'm not a terrible wrestler. Our program is just really fucking good.
Yeah.
Because like I remember wrestling guys and like just fucking toying with them, and I'm like, and then somebody tells me, oh yeah, that dude's like state champion where he's from. State champion in California is another fucking deal, dude.
It's definitely another deal.
Like you are a fucking animal if you are the state champion in California.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, dude. And so that was an important camp for me to go to. It really opened my eyes to like what the wrestling program at Logan High School was like. Or just wrestling in California, period, man.
Yeah. Or even yourself, your own skill set.
Yeah.
Who you think you are? Like you said, I felt useless. And you're like, oh shit, I'm actually pretty good.
Yeah, I'm fucking actually pretty fucking good, dude. And
Do you want more water, by the way?
yeah, I'll take a little more.
Check out that sticker.
Your Bruce sticker? I just saw that right now.
I mean, you know, you got to put the Bruce sticker on the water bottle, dog.
I don't have enough. I need to get one. Thank you. Thank you kindly.
All right, coffee is almost done.
Smells good.
Yeah, it does. What?
Just thinking about the coffee.
What, how you knew it?
Yeah,
you
I was like,
fucking
fuck it,
crazy
hey, man,
ass.
how the fuck did I know that? The first time I went to a Phil's Coffee was actually the first time I ever had pour over. And I remember ordering a black coffee thinking I was going to get it right away. And ended up sitting there for like 20 minutes waiting for my coffee. And then I realized they had to make it. I was like, oh.
Then I realized.
You guys got to like do everything manually. Like, all right. But then it was so freaking good, I was okay with it.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
Coffee for you.
Nice. Thanks, dog.
For me, you're welcome. Would you mind sliding mine over a little bit too? I'm gonna come join you. All right. So
Balls.
let's take this out. Yep. I'm gonna put this here. Now we just continue to move and groove, dude.
I love it.
Put that away later. I think I'm good down here. What do you guys think? All right, we're headed over here at the table. I don't need my phone anymore. Maybe I'll need that later, but okay. Oh, shit. Did I put that block in there? I did. Don't mind me, guys. I'm over here just figuring myself out. All right, let's turn this off. Let's switch this to what? This is the part where I like, we'll make this part go fast.
Yep.
Good.
I love your elements of DJing in your editing, by the way.
Where do you think I got that inspiration from?
Maybe your love of hip hop? I don't know, dude.
I'll
Samurai Champloo?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. It's 100% that. Oh, I have to hit record. Okay. Host camera's recording. 2 shots still going. Guest shot still going. We'll do one of them things. Bring it back.
We're here.
I don't need this lightsaber anymore. We are here, man. ¿Estamos aquí?
Sí. Muy bien, Juan.
Gracias.
Y en esta esquina, Juan Macaloloy.
Hola. Buenos dias. I don't even know. I lost it already. I can't do it.
All right, so you know how you talk about like...
Wait, let me cheers you first.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, man. Welcome
Thank
to the
you for
podcast.
the coffee, bro. Thank you. Okay. What I was going to say is, you talk about enjoying the small things in life, right? Enjoy the small things. Enjoy the small things. This is one of the small things that I love in life. Not only just having like a fresh coffee with a friend, but like when it's the perfect temperature, you can take swigs, it doesn't burn your mouth. Like that's one of my favorite things in life, man, is like the perfect temperature coffee that tastes great. It's fucking fresh.
Fuck yeah.
Love it, man. Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, it is very good.
Yeah, it's
Dad,
fucking hella good.
And whenever you watch this, I'm sorry your coffee was so terrible on your episode. I was still figuring it out. I didn't mean to.
On his fucking birthday, dude.
I know, it's fucking terrible. I made my dad the shittiest cup of coffee on his birthday. But we had a great conversation.
Oh, that's good. That's good. All right, you made up for it,
we had a great conversation. But I'm getting better, right? It's good.
No, it's really good. Yeah. And I'm not just saying that just to like pump you up for the fucking podcast. It's really good.
Yeah. You guys should come have a seat here and taste how good this coffee is.
Show up.
All right, dude. So as you guys know, like I already introduced him as one of my best friends, so we can go into so many different conversations.
Yeah.
I was even this morning already just having my tea this morning, just thinking about some of the stuff we're going to talk about, and I would like laugh at myself. I'm like, oh, that'd be funny if we went in that direction, or you know, all these different things. But I do want to do my best to stay on particular topics, because there's particular things I do want to talk to you about. You
know what's funny, man, is like I would expand thoughts in my mind. Like I was thinking about this too, like just kind of pre-planning, because like, okay, the more prepared I am, the better this podcast might be.
Sure.
And so I'm like thinking about stuff and things we can talk about, and I'm like, fuck, that chain of thoughts would have been great for the fucking podcast, and I'm probably not going to voice it that way. So hopefully I can fucking recall that stuff. Hopefully my memory's okay.
Yeah, that's all right. You'd have to come back on the show.
Yeah.
And I think it's cool because like outside of the project, outside of this being just like say an art piece, or maybe I want to like get a message across or things like that, the idea of me, because you're a photographer, right? So you take photos. The idea of me capturing conversations, like not here's a photo of us from when we used to live at Baja together, or oh, here's a video of us when we were training in the garage, right? Yeah. There's a video of us doing something, some action, like we're actually doing something, right? We're doing some martial arts. Or there's a photo of us, we're sitting on the couch, where whatever it is. We're outside playing dominoes. But there's a difference when you actually get to capture a conversation you get to have.
Yeah.
Just at a particular point in life. I mean, like, we've known each other since kids, basically.
Right.
And so to have this conversation at this moment, wherever you're at in life, wherever I'm at in life, and for us to like down the line be able to look at this and be like, dude, look at this conversation we captured.
Yeah.
It's fucking pretty cool.
It's a little more in depth than a photo.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Which, even with photography, I feel like you can capture somebody's soul with photos. Sometimes I look at photos and I'm just like, holy shit, like, look what this person used to look like 10 years ago, 15 years ago. It's like, wow, like you can really see their soul coming out of this, but like you're actually capturing a conversation with people. I can see why indigenous tribes are like really hesitant to engage in being recorded, because it really is like you are capturing their soul. When we're talking here and we look at this 20 years from now, it's going to be a fucking trip.
It's going to be a trip.
It's going to be a fucking trip to see this 20 years from now. Or any of the conversations you have.
Yeah.
Your first episode that I just caught, I don't know when this is going to be released, but I've only just seen your first episode.
The first episode is the only episode that is out.
Tomorrow I will see your second episode. And I was just like, damn, like this is fucking sick to fucking observe. And then, you're going to be able to view that years from now. You'll probably have a few hundred episodes to look at. If it's very successful, maybe even a couple thousand. Yeah. You'll be able to like track your growth almost, man, which is really cool. I think that's really sick. I think that's really great about podcasts. Is like, if somebody's doing it for a long time, you get to observe growth, right? That's one of my favorite things about teaching. And for people that don't know, I'm one of John's, not one of, I am your only black belt.
My only black belt. The only person I've ever promoted to black belt in the realm of Kajukenbo is this man right here. And you actually will highly likely be, I can't say 100%. Nothing's ever 100%, right?
Yeah.
But you will highly likely be the only person. Because I feel like if I'm going to teach martial arts now, I don't see it as like a specific discipline anymore.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. So I don't know if I will ever be in that space again.
Right.
I don't know.
I say the same thing though. But just to kind of finish the thought, it's like, that put me in a realm of teaching. Like fucking, I got my black belt in 2010. I stopped teaching the year of the pandemic.
Okay.
So for that long, I was a teacher.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite things is seeing rapid growth, like in action. It's not like, oh, you're a yellow belt, and at that point I knew you were this good. Now you're a green belt. No, like every fucking class, you'd see this rapid amount of growth, and it's really cool to observe. And I think that's really awesome about this podcast is you're going to be able to track growth of yourself. I don't think a lot of people will have that luxury.
Yeah, I feel honored. I feel honored and blessed to be the person executing this project, because it's like, and I do want to go back to your thing as a teacher for 10 years, but to highlight the podcast, right? I feel grateful to do this work, as if like I'm doing the work, but I'm also not doing the work, right? Because we talk about the muse, you know, and it's like, what inspired me to do this? I don't know, like even going through those second thoughts of like, why are you creating this content? Like your ace is martial arts, like it's so much easier for you to create content around that or this, but there's this nudge that's pushing me in this direction, and it's the same nudge that pushed me in the direction of Exit the Dragon. But Exit the Dragon was like this. It's just it's a piece. It's a oneer. You know what I mean? It's a one-off like piece of work. Whereas conversations like this, like it's continuing to grow. It's like just showing up to a garden and constantly like planting seeds. So it's like, wow, that's how cool. Like it's a lot of work. Trust me, dude, it's a lot of work. It's stressful sometimes, but I'm grateful for the work. I'm grateful for the work because I'm grateful for the opportunity to have these conversations and then to be able to broadcast these conversations so that hopefully these conversations can help somebody with whatever it is that they're going through in their walk of life at that moment of, you know?
Which is something we talked about. Like I've told you, like that's one of my favorite things about podcasts is you could listen to a guest maybe you have nothing in common with, and maybe it's like a 3-hour conversation, and you might never think, hey, I'm going to pick something up from this guy or girl that is going to affect me. But there are like gems of knowledge in podcasts that you aren't going to get sometimes in just casual conversations. Because you're specifically trying to dig things up.
Yeah, true.
You know, this isn't just... Okay, it feels like a random conversation right now, but I know it's not. I know there's this like rhythm that we're hitting, but you also want to fucking make it spike at certain points to bring things up.
Right, but I also don't know what that is yet. I don't even know what that looks like. You're talking about growth, right?
Yeah.
I know that there's going to be a rhythm and a timing, like where this is jazz. It's conversational jazz, right? Trying to be in harmony, trying to fit in these notes, and then also like sometimes you get lost in I'm just entertained by what this person's saying. Like, oh shit, I forgot that I also have to like facilitate a conversation right now. Yeah. Speaking of, because one of the things that I wanted to talk to you about is this. You were a teacher for 10 years.
Yeah.
You have now transitioned into a new role in your life.
Yes.
A lot of roles that we're going to get into. Yeah. A lot of roles we're going to get into. But let's talk about this one specifically. You just went back to school.
Yeah.
Talk to me about it.
Okay. I'm fucking 37. And I am starting from scratch. Well, not anymore. I knocked out the spring quarter. I'm in, or winter quarter. I'm in the spring quarter now. But I basically tried going to college after high school with a mindset that was not focused. I had no direction. I kind of knew what I wanted to do, but not really. And I just gave up, dude. I was getting withdrawal after withdrawal because I just wasn't motivated. And I was just like, I'm wasting money. What the fuck am I doing? I'm just wasting money. I'm just going to fucking just live life and do other things. Fast forward to now, though, and I'm just like, there's so many things that led up to this, so many different little motivations, but I decided to go back to school, man, because I want to pursue what makes me happy. I want to pursue things that drive me forward and make me happy to wake up in the morning, early in the morning, and want to get after it, man. And it has been so fucking crazy, dude. Having to kind of restart, but with also a new state of mind. It's fucking strange being in school with kids. Let me just say that, dude.
Unpack that shit.
It is fucking strange because most of the people that are my classmates, there's some people that are my age. There's some people that are like kind of the same fucking boat. They're like, you know what? Fuck the life I live. I want to fucking pursue excellence. I'm going back to school to do these things that I want to do. Not that you need to go to school to pursue excellence.
Right.
But for the things I want to do, I know it's very beneficial to go back to school.
Mm-hmm. Which we'll get into.
Yeah. We'll get into that. But like, fucking going to school and like, I'm doing online classes because that's what fits my life best.
Yeah.
I got a full-time fucking job. I got a family.
Yeah.
I got fucking hella animals to take care of.
Yeah, take it easy, Ace Ventura.
I got fucking 3 dogs and a cat. Yeah. Used to have 2 cats. R.I.P. to Petey. Yeah. I love my cat, man. But, you know, my life allows for small windows of time for other things. And so I'm taking nothing but online courses, 2 courses a quarter. And I go into these classes, and a lot of these assignments, they'll like give you like questions regarding what we're covering, and then a discussion ensues. And so I have to interact with like 19, 20-year-olds, maybe 20, maybe some are like 25.
Sure. Still young.
These kids haven't experienced shit. They don't fucking know anything in life, dude. They think they think they've experienced things. They think they've known hardships. They don't know a fucking goddamn thing, dude.
Yeah, I know.
And I have to approach them with compassion and with empathy, and I have to be kind. I don't have to, but I choose to.
Good.
I could be an asshole.
Yeah.
I could fucking troll these kids really fucking hard, but I don't.
Yeah.
And it's so weird, man. It's so fucking weird to have to like give a meaningful response to somebody that put in a bare minimal effort.
Sure.
Where I'm bearing my life. If they are asking for examples, I'm giving everything. I'm being transparent. I'm like, okay, I'm in an anthropology class, right?
Okay, but Alex, I was just gonna say, before that though, what classes did you take that?
So last quarter, I took the first English class, and literally I'm starting from the beginning again because I just withdrew from everything when I was attempting to go straight out of high school. So my first English class and an intro to philosophy.
Okay.
And this quarter, I'm taking the second English class, 1B.
And then anthropology.
And then the anthropology of magic, science, and religion. Yeah.
Damn, I'm going to take that class.
Digest that shit, motherfucker.
Whoa. So run that back one more time.
The anthropology of magic, science, and religion. It's basically how those 3 topics affect culture. Yeah. And then I'll tell the audience in a little bit why I'm choosing those classes, because they're fucking intro to philosophy and anthro.
Yeah, and I'd like
magic,
to talk
science,
about
and religion.
I'd like to go.
Those are very specific classes. You know, I didn't randomly take those. But like, one of the assignments that we recently did was to find symbolism in your life, right? And so present a symbol that you have. And so I presented a symbol. It's a lucky coin that I have. I think I've actually shown you this lucky coin. It's a fucking like a Pokemon coin.
I do know coin.
But I had my daughter imbue it with luck. And I was like, this is my lucky coin.
As you would.
Yeah. I had her cross her hands over it. And unwillingly but willingly, she's like, I, Sierra, imbue this coin with the luck of a child. Right? She said that. And I was like, all right, sick. Thank you. Thank you, kid. But then we had to make this ritual. And that's like the next assignment. It was on rituals. And it's like, okay, well, you have to create a new ritual now. And so I created a new ritual. And my wife, and this is a great time to fucking announce it to the world, she's pregnant. If I haven't told you yet, I'm sorry. And if you're watching this is, my wife's pregnant.
Whenever you're watching this, it's probably going to be 3 or 4 months from the actual date. So.
If I didn't tell you I'm an asshole, my bad, man. But she's been having really heavy bouts of morning sickness. So I was like, okay, I'm not a Catholic anymore. I pray to the old gods. I'm gonna pray to a pre-Hispanic deity, Xochiquetzal, right? She's like a patroness of women who are pregnant and childbirth, and I'm gonna like pray over her and like fucking hopefully that'll take care of her morning sickness. And And I bared all of that to my class. And we did small group discussions,
son.
right? I told them everything.
But you know what? You couldn't not do that. Like as soon as you were saying like, oh, we have to create a ritual, I'm like, oh, this motherfucker right here.
Yeah,
Like
this is me. This is what I want to do.
This is 100% his fucking lane. This is his lane.
Yeah. And it's like I told them everything. And so like to reveal more to the audience, we conceived through IVF, which was, man, there's no words that can really tell you what that's like. If like, you got to experience it to know just how fucking heavy that is. There's so much gravity that goes along with IVF. But I told my class the whole thing. I was like, yeah, we're having trouble conceiving. This has been a 7-year journey. My wife has been through the ringer multiple times. We had to do frozen embryo transfer 3 times, and every single time she's had to have injections. And this last one stuck, and she literally took shots for like, I think 42 days straight. That includes building up her lining leading up to the egg transfer, and then once the baby actually sticks, she still had to take injections after that. She was just getting her ass kicked, man.
Yeah,
like
for 7 years.
Fucking 7 years. Like, really getting her ass kicked, man. If there's anybody that deserves to have a child, it's her. And I know there's many people in this world that are going through the same thing, and they're all very deserving too, man. So I was just like, all right, if I'm going to fucking do a ritual, I'm going to try to help my wife. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to pray to an old God. And part of my prayer, I still have to do another one today. The assignment is to do it 5 days in a row. I'll probably just continue doing it because it's good for both of us. I think she feels special that I'm doing something for her like that.
Yeah. And you love it too.
I fucking love it. I love praying to a God that my ancestors probably prayed to.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And
I love that energy for you so fucking much.
And then part of the ritual, I say in my prayer, I'm like, okay, the old ways are lost. I can't sacrifice blood and flesh. But I will give you my energy freely as I push up and down from the ground. Mm. And so I crank out 100 push-ups as sacrifice.
You are also a poet and writer.
So I crank out 100 push-ups. That's part of the ritual. Every fucking night after I pray over her.
Easy Goku.
I crank out 100 push-ups. And I give that energy to the goddess.
I fucking love that.
And then I blow out the candle, and that signifies that the ritual's over. The ritual's over. I shared all of this. And the same intimacy I'm sharing with you. And then one of these 19-year-old kids responds with his ritual. And I'm not judging him, but just to give you an idea of like what I'm dealing with.
The contrast of...
Right. Like I'm giving you everything. I'm bearing my fucking soul because I'm this 37-year-old dude who is so happy to be in an academic setting again. It's a run-on sentence. No punctuations. No capitalizations. No commas. No nothing. And the kid's like, yeah, I'm going to hold the dog treat and I'm going to say a prayer for my dog, and hopefully he'll lose some weight. And so, this is what I mean. It's like bare minimum effort, right? And not everybody's like that, but every class I've taken has a few people that are like this.
Those characters exist. And
they're there, man. They're fucking there. And these are the same kids that are using ChatGPT and generative AI to do their homework for them, which is a real problem right now, man. Every single professor I've had gets into this big spiel about don't use AI, don't use ChatGPT, don't use generative AI to do your homework, which I agree with, man. Yeah. Like, okay, so to kind of dive deeper into this, I'm going to school for running. Not running. I love running. Coffee's getting me. Can't fucking get my thoughts straight. No, I'm going back to school for writing.
Right.
Right? Mm-hmm. I don't see the fucking point of going to school and letting generative AI do my work for me if my goal is to become a better writer.
Right.
And if you're going to put in the effort and pay the fucking money, unless you're not paying the money, I am, so I fucking feel like it's really important. I'm paying for my fucking schooling right now. I think it's hella important to fucking do the work yourself, man. Like, what are we fucking doing here?
They don't know, Hav.
They don't. And
They don't know.
And that's why I have to have compassion for these kids.
Go back to your 19-year-old self, right?
I see myself.
You're like, this motherfucker doesn't care.
He
just wants to go
doesn't.
fucking hang out with his friends and go smoke some weed. He's going to school because he just fucking, his mom wants him to go to school.
His mom wants him to go to school. And so
the system wants him to go to school. He don't fucking want to go to school.
This is where the compassion and empathy comes in, because I see myself in them. When I was 18, 19, wanting to chase skirts, just wanted to fucking smoke weed and do nothing else and just have fun, maybe go beat somebody up at the Dragon's Den. Because that was fucking fun as fuck. It's so fucking fun to beat somebody up. As long as they're willing to beat you up too.
Yeah, no, I agree.
You know,
I agree.
If you're fucking beating somebody up and they're like, curling it, that's not fun. That's not fun at all.
I laugh because like we're of the same cloth in that. And Jacob had posted something on his story a few days ago, like a little clip of him, maybe 10-second clip of him boxing, sparring, or whatever. Yeah. And it's something along the lines of like, man, it's been a minute since I just beat someone's ass. Like, does anybody ever feel like it's been a minute since you just fucking like whooped someone's ass? It was something of that nature. And I was fucking cracking up just like this, because I'm like, I actually get that.
Yeah, it's fucking fun. If the person is willing to fight you and they're wanting to kick your ass too, but you kick their ass, it's fucking fun, dude.
Yeah, but from the outside, I'm like, damn, we sound like a bunch of fucking lunatics.
Yeah, we're barbarians. We're fucking barbarians, dude. But it's fucking fun.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, that's what it is.
Get out there, guys. Fucking train. Get really good. Beat somebody up. You'll have fun. I promise you.
Yeah, this is a true statement.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should just learn how to fight because you should just learn how to fight.
Honestly, yes, man. Like from a self-defense point of view, which is a driving point for a lot of the things I do. I look at things from like a self-defense point of view, which, I mean, fuck, man. I started training at the Dragon's Den in Union City in like 2004. And I have just harvested this mindset of self-defense in everything I do. I got a fucking blade on me right now. Do I fucking need it? No, we're fucking deadly. If anybody tried to fucking come in here and try to start some shit, you better have a gun. It's going to be a hard fight.
Yeah.
I don't know where the fuck I was going with that.
It's all right. You got fired up. That's why.
I got fired up, man. Oh, shit.
Speaking of, just because we just kind of like broke from a train of thought. No, before you jump into whatever. Also, I stopped. Okay, we're 43 minutes in. I forgot to fucking start my stopwatch. I just want to check in real quick. But earlier you were talking and you were going on some like really deep level of something, and all I could think was like, your hat looks like Wolverine. That's all I kept thinking. I'm like, focus, John. Focus. It does, bro. The blue on the side looks like it's the
you're right. I didn't even notice that, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, so the reason I got it was the cheetah print. I am a big fan of cheetahs now that I'm like balls deep into running. Just all the fast animals. Like roadrunners, dude. I fucking appreciate roadrunners so much. You know they eat fucking rattlesnakes?
I didn't know that, but that's fucking pretty cool.
It's fucking badass, dude. They fucking will play with their food. They always go for the young ones. I mean, a big one's gonna fuck them up. They'll go for the young ones, though, and they'll fucking pluck its neck and then slam its head onto the rocks and then go feed it to its children.
Damn.
Fucking dinosaurs, dude. They live in cacti.
Damn.
What the fuck, dude? It's just like a fucking mini little fucking dinosaur, dude. Badass.
The first time I saw I'm not in real life, but like a real life version. But then growing up watching Looney Tunes, I'm like, oh, that thing's hella small.
Yeah.
I thought it was fucking.
I thought it was like this big, right?
I thought it was like a goddamn ostrich.
Like a fucking emu or something. But now that I love running, I appreciate all these like animals that are really fucking fast. Like there's a 3-prong, I can't remember what the fuck type of. It just looks like a fucking goat. I don't know what the fuck it is, but there's an animal in the United States that can run like 50 miles an hour. I'm just like, damn, there's like some fast ass motherfuckers out here.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking fast.
I try to embody like the deer when I'm running. Which, if you see a fucking deer in the woods, the woods is like right next door. That's where we're at right now.
Yep.
They can fucking scale mountains in a fucking heartbeat, dude.
Bro, I've been seeing them on the hill near the house sometimes, and they'll be in the street, and then a car will come, and they'll just fucking boom, 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 book it up, and I'm like, holy fuck,
It's so impressive.
Yeah.
They're just like leaping effortlessly. Sometimes I'll be running trails, dude, and I'll see a rabbit, and I'll run behind it, not trying to chase it, but trying to keep up. And I study the way they're running. And the way they're pushing off, and like they have hell kickback, and it's beautiful,
bro,
man.
You're basically doing fucking animal kung fu, you know what I mean?
Running.
With running.
Yeah.
Instead of it being martial arts, it's running. But,
Yeah.
but what are we doing? We're getting inspired by nature. We're getting
Right.
inspired by the way animals move. Fucking mantis style, tiger style. Now you got your fucking
Yeah.
deer style, rabbit style fucking running.
Seriously, man. And fuck, man, I think that just all comes from training martial arts, man. It's like you look for art in all aspects of your life, right? Mm-hmm. And I think that's just leaked into running now. The way I approach training with martial arts, it's just leaked into running.
It's just your lens for life. You're basically an artist. It doesn't matter what you're looking at. You're just an artist. That's
all
a
art
filter.
leaks into each other. I think it's all just one continuous fucking blob.
So speaking of art, because now we're talking about why you went back to school.
Yes.
And you said it's writing,
Good job.
which is related to art.
Yeah.
Talk more about that.
Okay. When I produce writing, it's sporadic. And like most of the times it's cathartic. Like I'm going through some shit. I need to fucking get it out somehow. I don't know how. I put pen to paper and all of a sudden this fucking piece just kind of magically appears. I think it was you who told me this. You're just like, your writing is like aching to get out. It's like begging you to get out.
I'm definitely sure I've said it to you because I've read quite a few of your pieces.
Yeah, and you're just like, it's begging to fucking get out. Like, what are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? And that's advice I've just ignored. I went to Comic-Con last year for the first time. And like, I got to meet the writers of comics that I fucking love to read. And I'm just like, what am I doing? Why am I not writing? Why am I not fucking doing the things that I would love to do? And then, like, Sierra's auntie on her other side. I remember seeing her at Comic-Con. We all met together. I haven't seen these people in years. Last time I saw Sierra's auntie, she was what I thought a career fucking bartender. I thought that's all she was going to do. She had a background in theater. Her whole family on that side is really big into theater. But I thought she was just going to be a career bartender. She just kind of gave it up. But when I saw her at Comic-Con, it had been like almost a decade since I've seen her, dude.
Wow.
It's been a long fucking time. So I was like, oh man, this is so great. My outlaws.
Right.
Yeah, those are my outlaws. I think I picked that up from your outlaw.
Yeah. The first person is Jen.
Yeah, I think I heard Jen say that. And so,
Jen
so
calling her brother
I
outlaw.
turned them as my outlaws now. And she's like, yeah, I'm going for my master's right now. I won't be able to go to every day to Comic-Con. And I'm like, holy fuck, like she's getting after it.
Yeah.
She's got two grown-ass boys she's taking care of. She's got to fucking juggle her job at the school that she's working at. And she's going for her master's, so that's why she's not going to every day at Comic-Con. And I'm like, what am I fucking doing? And I had recently just passed my 10-year anniversary at the office that I work at. And I realized that a lot of the goals that I set out when I first started working there, because I literally, in my interview, said, I was like, I can see myself working here for like no more than 10 years. And I'm still there. And I'm grateful that I'm there because they've actually given me a way to like pursue things in life and still have steady income, really good income. But, you know, all these things are starting to like line up and I'm like, I need to fucking pursue the things that I love. I need to pursue the things that I want to pursue.
Yes.
And writing is one of them. It's something that I love to do, but I didn't know I wanted to do it as a profession until I went to Comic-Con. And so I was just like, you know what? What the fuck am I waiting for? What the fuck am I waiting for? And let's see, Comic-Con was in July. It literally just took me until August, September maybe, by like my birthday to realize I wanted to go back to school. And so I signed up for a winter quarter of 2025 and I told myself I'm going to be a professional writer. There's a few books I want to write. I've had these thoughts in my mind for quite a while. 2 books. And then I have a bunch of stories outlined for comics. I want to be a graphic novelist. And so that's how I see myself now. I am a writer who has a daytime job.
I love that.
I'm not a daytime.
Cheers to that.
I'm not a fucking dude with a daytime job that does writing on the side. I'm a writer who has a fucking daytime job.
I love that shift.
Yeah.
And it's
that's
about time.
Yeah, I know.
Congratulations.
Thanks, man.
On all the things. On all the things.
Okay. So
Right,
like you're one of many
you know,
friends that like have seen me do shit, and you're like, you can do more with your life, and I fucking just, I give into fear, and I fucking don't do it. But I've had enough. I'm done being afraid of failing, of maybe not being able to land a book deal or not breaking into comics. Like, I just got to do the fucking work. I just got to get after this already and stop fucking wasting time.
You talked about your outlaw being kind of this spark, this inspiration.
Yeah.
Right. But then obviously you didn't pursue that for a long time because of fear, the fears that you're talking about right now.
Yeah.
Was there a turning point where you were just like what was the turning point for you where you're like, you know what, fuck this? Like
Comic-Con, dude. Like,
Comic-Con.
Like seeing these writers as normal people. It just makes you realize everybody's a fucking normal person. Anybody who's ever chased excellence and achieved excellence, they're just fucking normal people, dude.
Amen to that.
Regular fucking people that are doing the work.
That are doing the work.
Do you know who Brian Michael Bendis is?
No.
He was just some fucking dude on the Comic-Con floor. Putting out content, had a booth, fucking doing work for like 10 years, nobody noticed him. Finally gets noticed by Marvel. Finally gets signed on. Creates Miles Morales.
Wow. Wow.
That dude is a fucking inspiration to me.
Wow.
I don't even know all of his work, but that fucking line of history, that he's just this fucking nobody that nobody knows on the floor doing work. And then finally he fucking gains the momentum that he deserves and he creates Miles Morales.
It's fucking incredible.
That's fucking crazy, man. Yeah. If you don't know who Miles Morales is, do your homework. He's fucking cool. He's really cool.
Very cool.
Yeah. And so it's just like, I don't know, man. Like, just, there's many different things that fucking made me want to go back to school. But like another one too is, I'm always pushing my daughter to like pursue her dreams. I'm always telling her like, you're so fucking talented, because she is. And I'm not telling her because like, I'm her dad and I'm biased and like I'm blinded by love. Like I read her stuff and I'm like, fuck, I wish I could write like that. You fucking come up with stories so good and like so easy, which is actually a talent we both share. Actually,
I was gonna say, where do you think she did this fucking?
I'll dive into that in a second.
Bloodline, fucking Naruto, passing on this like.
But I read her stuff and I'm like, holy crap! Like you're fucking 14 and you're writing this stuff already. Like her ability to come up with names is so fucking good, and that's what I struggle with the most. Like coming up with a character name.
Well, it's a good thing you have this daughter of yours.
I know, right? And I do. I fucking bounce ideas off her. She doesn't even know that I'm like working on storylines.
You're workshopping her.
I'm workshopping with her. She doesn't even know it. She thinks I'm just talking to her and like sharing my stuff. And I'm like, what do you think about this? And she'll give me her ideas. I'm like, yes. I'll fucking take out my notebook and just start writing shit down. But like, I feel like I can't tell her to fucking pursue her dreams if I'm not doing that. What am I gonna do? Fucking just working in a fucking office for the rest of my life and just let my dreams die, but I'm gonna expect my kid to fucking get after it and pursue happiness. There's nothing wrong with working in an office. I'm sure my dad didn't want to be an iron worker when he was a kid, but he spent a majority of his life doing that, and he supported us, and he gave us a really fucking awesome opportunity here in the States.
Yep.
For those that don't know, my dad was born and raised in Mexico. He came here when he was 16. Didn't know the language, had to learn the fucking language, had to deal with oppressive factors, and he still gave us a successful life. Like, the sacrifice he's made is... I can't even wrap my mind around it, man. I cannot wrap my mind around it.
I know, these have been conversations we've had over the years.
Yeah. Like, to go to another country where people don't really like you, you don't even know the language, but even then, it's still better than where you came from. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I don't fucking want to do that. Fuck that. I like where I live. I mean, but that's another driving factor too, and it's like, and then my wife is like, she's watching me do everything, and she just wants me to be happy, and it's like, what am I gonna do? Fucking just ignore my wife's wishes for myself too? She wants what's best for me, and I'm just gonna fucking ignore that. And so all these fucking things are just like piling up, dude. And I was just like, what am I fucking doing with life? Am I just gonna fucking just write a poem once a year to like get rid of my grief and then just call it quits?
I know, bro. Every time you like send something, I'm like, dog, you need this. Wait. All of it, like all the time. Like let it flow, let it keep flowing, dog.
I know.
And you're here now, and it makes me so happy. You know what I mean? And all the things, you know, we've obviously the past, I would say like month. Do you want some more coffee? I could brew some up while we're talking.
After you finish this thought.
Okay. We talk a lot in terms of like what you and Kat, which hi Kat. We're gonna get you on here. You already know this.
By the time you hear this, you're gonna be pregnant as fuck. She's already hella pregnant. Yeah. It's so great.
But before I make this coffee, I already lost the thought. I'm like literally trying to come back to this because I'm distracted now. But
writing you.
Oh, okay, writing and you. And I've known you for a very long time, man. And how many times have we just had a conversation where I'm like, Jav, you deserve better for yourself.
Yeah.
You're so talented in this, or you're so great at that, but it's like you've always shied away. You've always shied away, and you know, you hold space for somebody because they're just your friend. It doesn't matter if he's not going to pursue. I'm still going to be his friend. Whether he pursues his dreams, whether he doesn't pursue his dreams, isn't going to change my friendship or brotherhood or bond with this human being.
Right.
However, being the person that I am, I'm so fucking proud of you, bro.
Thank you, man.
I'm so fucking proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm so fucking proud of you.
Fear is a motherfucker, dude.
Fuck, dude.
Fear is a fucking motherfucker. It'll hold you back, man. Like, I was afraid that this isn't gonna work out. Maybe I'm not intelligent enough to, like, deal with school. Which I'm fucking crushing it. I'm gonna fucking toot my horn, man. Like, I'm fucking crushing it, dude. Like, I'm doing good, man. Like, that's where I'll leave it. I'm doing fucking good.
Great. I love to hear it. I love to hear it.
And, like, fear of maybe not being able to support my family. Just all sorts of fucking fears, dude, just holding me back. And I was just like, you know what, dude, I gotta let this fucking go. I need to let this ride and get after this shit. Is it gonna be a little bit slower now than, you know, when I had free time as a 19-year-old?
Right. The abundance of
dude, oh my
responsibility
God.
Or anything. You got nothing.
Oh
you got nothing.
God, it's just wasted on the youth, man. Just like, God, I wish I didn't have a fucking full-time job so I could just go to school for fucking all fucking day. Like, I wish I could just be an academic. Like, fuck this.
Yeah.
But I can't.
Yeah.
But that has its reasoning too. I think if I had pursued school when I was hella young, I would have pursued photography, which was my first love in art. And I think I would have been successful if I was a little more focused and I wasn't such an alcoholic. But I think I would have got into commercial photography, and I think my soul kind of would have just rotted.
It still would have died.
It would have rotted.
You would have been closer, meaning like you're doing photography, you're still expressing yourself, it's still art. You would have been closer to like your purest alignment, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
But you still wouldn't be hitting the mark.
No.
You still wouldn't be hitting the mark. Whereas now
I would live like thinking something's missing.
Yeah.
And I think I could still pursue photography as an art, but I know now I don't want to be somebody's tool. Like, there's hella money in weddings. Like, fuck loads of money. Like, that's what pays the most. Like, when I was doing gigs, if I got a wedding, I was like, all right, sick. In 10 hours, I'm going to make like $2,000. And that's like running cheap. That's running stupid cheap. Like, they're just getting photos, not even with edits.
Yeah.
Like, I'm fucking making a lot of money with a minimal amount of effort. Dude, I fucking hate shooting weddings so much, dude. I fucking hate it. I don't like bridezillas. I don't like their mothers.
Louder for the people in the back. Fuck them.
I don't like the bridesmaid that does photography on the side and is telling me how I should be taking the photo. I'm just like, oh God, great. Dude. It's easier when you have assistants. I realized that later on in my photo career. Like, when I started getting like my wife started helping me, and like I even had Sierra help us one time, and like it was so fun, like to have assistants and and like to have them hand me things and to not have to worry about missing an angle because I had a second shooter. And then you're talking about the learning process. Holy fuck, dude! Like, shooting live events it's a motherfucker, dude. I mean, you're shooting a live event. You're literally shooting a fucking live event right now. Yeah. It's fucking tough, man.
It is.
It's fucking tough, and
is.
people underappreciate you. They want the lowest fucking price because they're paying so much on a wedding, right?
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
You're paying so much fucking money to celebrate your love. The last thing you want to do is pay an artist top dollar. Unless you're an artist, you probably do want to pay them top dollar, right? But like, you're always negotiating these prices, and it gets kind of old after a while, man. And talking about editing, dude. Editing is a motherfucker.
You're telling me, bro.
I'm telling you because you know. I'm telling you because you know. Editing is a motherfucker, dude.
Okay.
People are going to appreciate these fucking episodes, but they're not going to fully appreciate it.
They're not going to know. I'm gonna pin this right here.
All right.
I'm going to pin this right here.
Pause.
Pause. Oh, this is going to be the new pause sound. Someone put that into a mix. Nico, put this on a beat. No, we're going to pause, but editing is a good place to remember to come back.
Okay.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to swap out these batteries.
Okay.
Y'all already know how I be rocking. I'm going to swap out these batteries. We're an hour in. I'm going to make us some more coffee during this break. Maybe cool down the cameras in case they're overheating. And then we'll pick back up with editing. All right.
Are we pausing the mic too, or just shoot whenever I want?
Yep.
Just for art's sake. It's so much more. It's less daunting. Mm-hmm. You have a fucking big purpose behind this, and so you have to use a lot of fucking energy.
Bro, so much. It's so tired.
Like, I don't think people understand, unless you're an artist. Editing and using energy for art is so damn draining, dude. It is so draining. Like, when I would hear people go, "Oh, you're just sitting there. Why do you have to charge this much for editing?" It's like, fuck you, man. Like, it's so much energy that I'm consuming to fucking...
Shout out to all you editors out there.
Yeah,
for real.
all the editors, all the artists out there. Like,
I'm
you're
like,
doing it.
Yeah.
Good job. Keep at it, bro. Or sister, whoever the fuck you are. It's tough, man.
Dude,
it's a tough job.
I'm literally at the moment, in all honesty, guys, I'm fucking drowning in these fucking episodes right now. Right? I just released episode 1. Episode 2 comes out tomorrow. Mm-hmm. I'm literally, it's done. Episode 2 is done, but I have one more, like, where my last one, I call it a last touch, but the idea is to actually not touch it.
Yeah.
And that's okay, I'm going to watch it start to finish. Yeah. No, like, jumping in, adjusting multi-cut. No, like, no bells and whistles. Whatever you got now is like, this is just the final run.
Yeah.
So I have my last touch of episode 2 later today. I also have my last touch of episode 3. Both of them are basically ready for, like, the last screening. And then I have episode 4 and 5. 4 and 5, actually, I take that back. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I basically have the rest of them, minus episodes 10 and 11, to like the 80% mark.
Yeah.
Like, they still probably need at least a day or two of just me figuring some shit out.
Shit.
At the same time, I'm already filming season 2, and I get excited for days like this. Like, when I was like prepping in the morning, I'm like, because this is the enjoyable part.
Right.
The actual having of the conversation, the actual connecting with the person is the enjoyable part of the project.
Not the shaping it for the view.
Not the shaping it. Not the sitting in the library for 4 or 5 hours straight. Not the sitting at Suju's for 4 or 5 hours and then coming back home and then eating and being like, all right, we got to get on our computer for another couple hours today to just like, we need to figure this out. Because a lot of it too is... it feels like, to talk about Exit the Dragon, which photographer, if you read it,
yeah, I took those photos, guys.
all the photos. I think there's a
couple that your cousin took. There's some from Koch too.
Yeah, there's a handful, but for the most part of those 60 pages of photos of like my fight career in Exit the Dragon, he's the one who shot that. He was basically my Peter Parker during my first run at fighting. But when I went into that project, I had to do so many skills that I'm like literally learning on the project.
Yeah.
I had to learn how to write a book while I'm writing a book because I had never written a book before, which means I had to get better at storytelling. I had to get better at just the craft of writing. I had to get better at all these things, as well as I needed to learn Photoshop to edit the video or edit the photos that you took and to make it look like a comic book. Now I'm having to learn these Photoshop skills and I'm having to like learn as I go, which is part of why it took me so long.
Yeah.
And that's basically happening again. It's like this like cycle that's happening again of like,
it's never ending, dude.
oh, I'm just gonna film this podcast.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna buy these GoPros, and then you sit down. I'm like, oh fuck, I don't even know how to use this program. Like, can someone teach me this program? Okay, now how do I do that? How do you blur that out? Like, or how do you? And I'm like having to learn as I go. Realizing like, oh shit, now I have 12 of these motherfuckers to edit. Holy fuck! And then I'm like filming this. I'm like, well, add another 3.
Yup, you got another one
10 of them.
Fuck, dude.
You know,
God.
the hope is that I get to a point where I can pay someone to edit the videos.
Yeah.
However,
That sounds ideal.
I feel like though, even if I had the money to pay for someone to edit the videos now, I still think as an artist, as somebody who's trying to curate a body of work or an idea, I still think it's important for me to have these touches in the beginning, so that I can shape what JonMac's Tea House is. I'm still figuring it out.
You still want your vision.
I still want my vision.
Yeah.
And then once the vision kind of gets into play, like I was talking about earlier of like, okay, now I'm even creating a kind of like a line of where I'm setting up, okay, here's the cameras, use those pillars, and I'm like talking to you, right? Yeah. You're getting these order of operations, like I'm creating a business. As if, okay, I do this. Here's my checklist of ingredients. Here's my checklist of like tech gear. Like I'm like putting all these things in order. Once I can figure that out of like what's the flow or feel of these episodes, then I can be like, all right, it's a factory line now.
Yeah.
This is the vision I have. This is what I feel. These are like when I, that whole thing. So I'm still in the process of figuring all of that out.
It's tough, man. And with editing too, and I think there's probably parallels with photo editing and video editing. There's a point where you need to like learn when to cut it off. Like you can't just sit there for fucking hours on end on one single piece thinking, can I edit this a little bit further? Can I make it even that much more better? Something I'm learning with writing now in like an academic setting, which I think this is super helpful for me. And I think there's probably a lot of artists out there that struggle with like doing too much with a piece. Mm-hmm. There's a point where you get to where you got to tell yourself, this is not my magnum opus. It might be, actually. You might turn out an art piece where it actually might be your magnum opus and you don't fucking know it. Mm. But you need to stop yourself. Otherwise, you're going to spend 3 hours, well, you like 3 days on something that should have just been like 3 hours. And that's where I'm getting with writing. Mm. I'm getting to a point with writing where I'm like, I think this is a fucking good piece. I need to have confidence in myself. I'm just going to push it out to the universe.
Fuck yeah.
And just let it do what it does. And I think you're a good enough artist where you recognize that already. So like, you're spending a shitload of time of editing, but it's going to do what it does, man. And I think once you push it off onto editors, I think all this work is going to it's going to bloom, dude. It's going to bloom into something really great. I'm really excited for where this is going to go, man.
Me too. Yeah. I'm not sure where it's going, but I know it's
going somewhere. Yeah,
no, I feel it.
For sure, man.
I feel it. Like it's like you feel this momentum, you feel this energy building. Like I feel it. I feel this wind at my sail. Like I can't see. You can't see it. You can't see it.
You have to follow those nudges. You can't just ignore them, dude.
Yeah, dude.
And that's something else I've realized recently too. Is like I've recently started to look for omens again. Start looking for signs, and they're showing up in abundance. I think when you stop looking for them, the universe is like, you know what? All right, I'm still going to throw you a bone every now and then, but not that often.
Right.
Because you're not listening to me. If you're not listening to me, how can I help you? You gotta be looking, dude. Like you gotta be searching. You have to be out there trying to figure out what it is you're supposed to be doing. If you're lost, you're not going to be helping yourself by not looking for a way out. And that's kind of where I'm at in life, man. Like you have to be searching for omens, and they're showing up in abundance now. Like
what are some of the omens that are standing out like to you the most? I mean, there's an abundance, like you said.
Yeah, it's what's showing up the most right now, man, is this baby. I have to just be attentive to my wife. Like that is. And while you were making coffee, that's something we were talking about. I was just like, men are so fucking useless, dude. We're so fucking useless. Like, compared to what a woman has to do, we're so fucking useless. Like, my wife had to take injections. She's fucking got morning sickness. She's exhausted. She can't keep, like, she wants to eat so bad, but, like, she can't keep it down. And she just wants to sleep, but she wants to also be productive in life. She wants to exercise, but she can't fucking get herself out of bed because she's so fucked up. And what did I do? I jacked off in a cup. I jacked off in a cup, and that was my major fucking contribution. And so, like, right now, I really have to be attentive to my wife. That's where a lot of my focus goes. But and also with looking for signs, man, writing is what's showing up for me. That's like one of the biggest things. I've had to kind of, like, I love running, dude. Like, that is my major obsession. But I'd
love to talk about.
Yeah,
I don't know if you're jumping into it right now.
Yeah,
but
maybe not. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't.
Okay.
But I've kind of had to just put it on a shelf right now.
Yeah.
And just run when I can, because writing is everything to me right now.
You're like fucking. What is it? Harakumi. What is his name?
Harakumi.
Harakumi.
Masakame.
Oh, I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Which I've only read one of his books.
Yeah.
But his writing style is
I read that book.
sick, dude. And like one of the gems that I got from his book is like, he's like, oh, when I was writing this, nobody asked me to write this content. I'm like a blacksmith in a village who tinkers in the after hours. I'm kind of paraphrasing right now. But I was just like, oh, damn, like, that's what I need to be doing with my projects. Nobody's asking me to do this. I don't have any book deals, but I need to be tinkering when nobody's asking me to tinker. I need to be creating. Even though nobody's saying, hey, what are you working on? I would love to see more of this. I need to fucking just be making these projects on the side and just fucking, when they're ready to bloom, let them out. Let these fucking things bloom. And that kind of segues into another thing we were talking about. We were talking about how, like, there's something I want to write that has to do with running. But I don't want to tell the audience yet what that is. I don't want to tell them the title. I don't want to tell them how I'm structuring it. I just want to tinker. I just want to keep tinkering and just keep shaping it until it's ready to bloom.
To be that blacksmith.
Right. Be that blacksmith that tinkers when nobody's asking you to tinker. But I don't want to share because I feel like the muse will be upset. I don't know who believes in the muse or who doesn't, but I fucking believe in the muse. I think it's a real entity. And I think when you share too much before the idea is ready to bloom, it's like kissing and telling. The muse is like, you told everybody? You fucking told everybody our ideas?
I feel that. I 100% feel that.
Why did you tell us, everybody, what we were talking about? And she'll go whisper that into somebody else's ears. And then like a year later, you'll see a movie or some shit with your fucking ideas.
Which were never our ideas, right? It's the muse's ideas.
It was her ideas, but you kiss and told.
Yeah.
So she's like, fuck you. You're a piece of shit. I'm going to go fucking tell somebody else.
No, I feel that. Also, speaking of muses real quick, if you haven't read the book, The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield, I believe that is a great understanding of the muse. Because I feel like at least my understanding of the muse, I got from him in that book, which I'm assuming you also got a lot from that. Yeah,
it deepened for sure. And then like, it sent me on a rabbit hole. Obviously, I read a shitload of comics. The Sandman series, I read it all the way through. And there's like a whole story arc that centers on the muse.
Really?
Yeah. Penelope is the muse of the artist, and she gets captured. And I won't tell you more. It's holographic too, so like if you're reading, don't give this comic to your kids. Like it's fucking graphic as fuck. But that's what makes stories compelling for me. It's like, you gotta fucking be an asshole to your main characters. It's the way of the asshole. Me and Jason Tamsey. I don't know if you had a chance to interview him yet.
I haven't. So shout out to Jason Tamsey.
Yeah, Jason Tamsey.
He's the illustrator of Exit the Dragon.
Bad dude. He's a bad dude.
He was actually originally going to be the first episode of season 2.
Yeah.
He also just had a baby recently.
Yeah.
Lots of baby energy in our kind of friend group here. Our group chat with Hav, Kat, his wife, and Jason, there's the four of us were really close, and so we've been in there a lot talking about all this, them getting pregnant and Jason just having a kid, but that's where he's been, and so there's been a couple times where we've been trying to hook up.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to film a podcast. The first time we were gonna hook up for a podcast, it was like, oh shit, Dries is going into, like, we're having the baby now. Like, it's not gonna be 4 weeks from now. We thought it's like it's happening right now.
That's so funny.
And then we were actually gonna podcast on Thursday, like 2 days ago.
But he brought his baby home, right?
But he brought his baby home. So Wednesday night, he texted me and he was like, "Hey, bro, like, Grayson's coming home tomorrow. And I was like, oh shit. He was like, yeah, so obviously no podcast. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, bro, like no big, like we'll get to that. Like
Yeah.
no,
Enjoy
no
this
big
part
deal.
of life.
Enjoy this part of life. That's right. Yeah. Be present, you know, and slow things down as much as you can. You
Yeah.
know, I don't have any kids, but from what I hear, it goes fast. You know,
Yeah.
obviously you have a 14-year-old now,
Yeah.
you know,
It's absolutely insane.
like, yeah. Anyway, so he hasn't been on the podcast yet, but he will be on the
Yeah.
podcast.
But something me and him have talked about is like some of the most compelling stories we've ever come across. These fucking characters go through some shit, like really, really rough fucking things in life, like insurmountable things. It's the hero's journey, right? Which I know I'm starting to learn. A lot of people don't really like the hero's journey. I personally love it. I think it's really relatable because I think life is.
Was that something that was brought up in your philosophy class, the hero's journey? I'm assuming,
no,
right? No,
recently
really?
in my anthropology class.
Oh, in your anthropology class.
Because we have to look for symbols. And dude, we had such a fucking sick assignment. She gave us a certain amount of movies that we can watch, and we had to look for the symbols that fall into the 17 stages of the monomyth or the hero's journey.
There's 17 stages of
There's
that?
17 stages, dude. I got to analyze the Matrix.
Oh my fucking god!
Dude, how
Holy
sick.
Fuck.
How fucking sick,
How
man.
fucking sick!
So I'm not inactively watching.
Bro.
I'm actively watching, looking for things, dissecting it, looking for symbols.
Can I pause you just for a quick second?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've already done this assignment?
Yeah, turned it in.
Do you still have it though?
I just wrote a paper, yeah.
Can I read your paper?
Yeah, I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you.
Oh, yes. Okay, keep going. That's all.
Just the hero's journey, dude. It's a really incredible formula, and I think everybody is going through a continuous cycle of the hero's journey. You're gonna feel normal. You're gonna have a call to adventure. You're gonna be fucking rocked. You're gonna go into the abyss. You're gonna find atonement. You're gonna become something new. You're gonna be a master of two worlds, and then it's gonna start over again. I think life just happens like that over and over.
Cycles,
over
right?
And over.
Just like nature.
It's never ending. And I think that's where this rapid growth comes from in our lives. It's from being drawn into the abyss and coming out a new person. And so something me and Jason were talking about is like, if you're a writer and you want to have a compelling story, it doesn't always have to fit this way. It's not like a fucking set formula. Everybody has their own organic style of writing. But you gotta be kind of an asshole to your fucking characters. Like, you gotta be a dick and just put them through some shit. And so, like, okay, so right now, this is a perfect time
Great.
to talk about this shirt.
Wonderful.
Okay. Butlerian Jihad Now. It's a reference to the Dune series. If you've read Dune, this is where it comes from. They don't mention it in the movie, but this is a piece from when you read it. It says, "Thou shalt not make a machine in the likeness of a human mind." This was written in 1965.
Wow.
And he already had foresight into the dangers of creating AI in the likeness of man. The characters he has in there, dude, they go through so much shit. And it's like, there's sometimes I've been reading it and I'm just like, oh, Frank Herbert, you're such an asshole. Like, how could you do this to my favorite characters? Like, fuck, man. Like, these guys are going through some shit.
Yeah.
But it's my favorite fucking sci-fi series of all time. And I think it's because of that, because he just treats them like dirt and they fucking come out of it. They still come out of it somehow. They find a way. And these lessons, they just hit so much harder. I guess what I'm getting at, dude, is like, life has a lot more meaning when you overcome odds. It just has so much more meaning, dude.
Amen to that, dog. Amen.
I study your life sometimes.
Oh, arigatou gozaimasu.
I do, and like, you have a book where I can fucking study your fucking life.
Which is a hero's journey storyline.
It's a hero's journey storyline, and it's like, oh, dude, you've been through some fucking shit.
Yep.
But when you've come out of it, you come out with certain skill sets that you didn't have before. You come out knowing life in a different light now. How boring would your life be if you didn't go through that stuff?
Dude.
If it was just mundane, just garbage shit, and you weren't trying in life, it'd just be so fucking boring. Something I learned in philosophy is aesthetic theism, right? There's always like this search for this justification of God's existence when evil exists. Like, how does God exist if evil exists?
Right.
There's a thing called aesthetic theism. It's like, well, maybe it's just making the story compelling to allow evil and suffering in the world. Life would be really boring and you wouldn't really learn much if you didn't have things to overcome. And then for me, there's just like something I perceive as a constant in the whole universe is contrast. You can't even perceive reality without contrast.
Do you think that's even just like us as human beings, talk about how having these conversations, having dialogues, what did you call it? Something, deity? What did you say? Say it again?
Aesthetic theism.
Aesthetic theism.
Yeah. I don't even know if I believe that.
Okay.
I just know it's a concept.
Okay.
Yeah.
But even the idea of us, say having a conversation about how can good exist if bad exists or whatnot, it's like as if our interpretation or there has to be justice, which are things made up by human beings.
100%.
Well, what if, why can't nature just be as it is? These seasons, like you can tell a narrative, talking about writing, you can tell a narrative of that cheetah hunting the gazelle and being like, oh, how bad. Like if we tell the story from the gazelle's point of view and this fucking cheetah comes and kills the young, it kills the fucking fawn. Right. I don't even know what you call a young gazelle, but it kills it and we...
Baby gazelle.
Yeah, baby gazelle. The baby gazelle. It kills it and we could say, oh man, like how unfortunate this and that.
So much suffering.
But it's like that cheetah could be a villain in someone's story, but that cheetah could also be a hero in someone else's.
Yeah.
They both simultaneously exist.
The cheetah could be feeding its kits.
Right.
Right? And in that case, it's the hero.
Yeah. Now David Attenborough's like, look at, this fucking...
I love his voice.
Me too. I didn't even want to make an impersonation because it's so good.
I can't.
I can't even do it.
I can't do English accents, period, but it's just like, even him, he's fucking so epic.
Yeah, I stopped right away. I was like, nope.
No.
No, we're not even... Just like my Spanish thing. Hey, bro, let's start this podcast in Spanish. Just kidding. I'm not ready.
Oh, God. No, but, like, to add to your point, and this is something that, like, in our discussions I always try to have is, like, our perceptions of what good and evil is, they're so small. They're so undeveloped. Like, to say, like, oh, the gazelle is suffering, that's so wrong, it's so evil. There's no way to, like, have objective truth on that. And so I think aesthetic theism, it just, I had to like let that one go. I was like, I don't think I believe in that. The biggest takeaway I had from that class, man, is like nothing is certain.
Was that the one in anthropology? The aesthetic theism?
No, that was in philosophy.
Okay.
But
okay, so the thing you took away from it though,
no, it's just that nothing is certain. I think there's a cornerstone in philosophy where like they're always looking for objective truth, and it's like there's no thing that is certain in life though. Like absolutely nothing is certain. Maybe science, maybe math and stuff like that, sure. But like in terms of like objective truths, there's no real truth out there.
There's a philosopher, I don't know his name. It really hit me when I first read it. He said something along the lines, and I'm probably paraphrasing, of like, I would never die for my beliefs because I may be wrong. And I was like, oh, damn, if that's a fucking philosopher.
Yeah, dude.
Like, wow.
Yeah. And that's the dangers for me in terms of following like organized religion. I can't look at things as gospel truth. It's kind of why I'm really drawn to Buddhism too. It's like one of the precepts of Buddhism, not that I'm like a professional or anything. I'm not even a layman. I just appreciate the I guess the way of living, right? It's more of like a way of living, the way I look at it. If you find something wrong with their philosophies, they'll change their texts to reflect that. What other religion are you going to find that in? Not many.
Not many.
And so that's kind of the problem I have with it. Is just like, dude, like there's no real objective truth that you can convince me of. But I think a lot of people get drawn to organized religion because there's no answer yet for what we experience after we die. And I think there's a lot of answers that are told in religions, even though they may not be objective truths, and it gives people comfort. And I think people live better when they feel like there's something to look forward to after they die. It might be curtains. It might just be black. Nothing happens. The earth absorbs you, and that's it. But I think because there might be a promise of something afterwards, I think that's why religion is so successful.
Yeah, dude.
People are afraid. They're afraid of what happens next. Which, honestly, man, philosophy kind of helped me just feel okay with death. There's a Hindu philosopher named Shankara, and he talks about the concept of the Atman and the Brahman. The Brahman is the totality of consciousness. The Atman is what's inside, kind of like a soul.
Okay.
It's the Brahman within. When you die, if you reach enlightenment, you just get absorbed into the Brahman, right? So,
Okay.
So if I die and I'm just getting reabsorbed, I'm just going back to myself. So what am I really afraid of? If I'm just getting reabsorbed by myself, the problem with me is I really love my individuality. I love my individuality. I love who the fuck I am.
I love that. Yeah.
And so it's like,
and I'm aligned with all that. Keep going though.
And so it's like, I don't want to go and not be myself anymore, but what am I actually resisting here? Because it's myself that I'm going back to.
It's a larger self of you.
I'm going back to myself.
Right.
Funny enough, I thought about Naruto, the fucking manga anime. There's a story arc where he has to learn a new jutsu. For those that don't know Naruto, he's a fucking ninja who has a demon inside of him, and he wants to be a leader in his community, and he wants to essentially save the world. That's it in a nutshell.
Yeah, that's great. That was a great synopsis, by the way.
It's so in depth. It's a really in depth series.
I have some questions about that later.
Yeah.
Off podcast. I mean, because anyways.
Sure.
Yeah. Anyways, but keep going.
But like something I thought about when we were going over the Atman and the Brahman, there is a story arc where he has to learn a new jutsu, a new technique, because there's a new enemy that he has to attack and defend against, but he's not strong enough yet. And so he has this thing called the shadow clone jutsu, where he can clone himself, and he has an ability to make like hundreds of himself. Now he needs to learn this new technique that usually takes years and years to master. So what does he do? He clones himself hundreds of times and practices this same technique. After he's done practicing, he releases the jutsu, he reabsorbs all of it, and he gains all that knowledge. So he's rapidly growing. And so I thought to myself, isn't that kind of like what the Brahman's doing? It wants to learn. The totality of consciousness wants to learn rapidly. And so what is it doing? It's inserting itself into these human beings, into the Atman. There's so many people with the Atman inside of them.
I fucking love this so much.
And so what is he doing? What is not he, consciousness. What is consciousness doing? It's not omniscient. That's what I've come to realize. If there is a God, it's not omniscient. It wants to learn. And so what is it fucking doing? It's inserting itself into many, many billions of people. And when they die, it gets reabsorbed. And it's like, oh, I just learned a little more. Bro. And so I related philosophy with fucking Naruto. And that was a mind-blowing, mind-melting moment for me. I was like, oh my God, these fucking Japanese writers are so damn good. They're so fucking good, dude.
Okay, let's pause on that. Talk about these Japanese writers are so good. Just writers and okay, yes. Japanese people are just so good at everything.
They're so cool.
Let's just stop. But as writers or artists, let's just even say artists, let's pull up. We create art maybe with an intention of what we want to share with an audience. Maybe they were intentionally trying to get this message across or convey.
Yeah.
There's also art that's created where the observer pulls from that art piece something that the artist didn't necessarily have an intention.
Yeah, I don't think Kishimoto had that intention, right. But I pulled that from it. Yeah, for sure, dude.
As you were talking, and it's so funny, I use an analogy, and it's not my own analogy. I got it. It's probably from like a Buddhist text or something. You know, when I was in my Exit the Dragon, just on a search for wisdom.
Yeah.
You know, you talk about being on a search for omens. Like I was on that search for wisdom during that time frame of my life. That Exit the Dragon thing, I broke my leg, and I remember writing in that book. And I was in San Diego, staring out at the ocean and just reflecting on some of the things that I was learning. And it was like, we have forgotten that we're the ocean. Mm-hmm. And we come into life as this wave. Yeah. We have a significant coming of a wave, and we fall in love with our own wave. Yeah. We fall in love with, oh, look at that wave, or look at this person, look what I've created. And then it like goes back into the ocean, and we fear that because it's like the end of that wave, the end of Javier, the end of John. But it's like, you're actually just going back into yourself. Like, you know, the wave has forgotten that it's the ocean. And so we fear that. You know what I mean? We fear that, but you're just going back to yourself. And religions or people, like when we're trying to philosophize that, we're trying to put it in context. What do we do as human beings? We tell stories, and we talk about what do you call it? The Brahman and
the Brahman and the Atman.
The Brahman and the Atman, right?
Yeah.
We're telling a story that basically exhibits this idea. You know, and maybe I got this idea from a different text and you got that idea here, but it's like, as human beings, we're discovering that this is what's really happening.
Right.
And even to take art, it's a very simple image that I've seen before, where it looks like it's just black and white, and it looks like it's like the cosmos, like just like a very, like as if Calvin and Hobbes style drawing, very simple drawing. Okay. And then it has like a planet as if like that's like Earth and all of us, but it's almost like a ghost, right? Just kind of an outline. And it's, you see the big head, like a ghost head, like imagine just like a bump looking with the eyes, and it's going like this with its fingertips.
Okay.
And it's pushing through the lines, right? So like the fingertips are coming through, and it's like a little face here and a little face here. And it's like what Carl Jung said of like, we are the universe experiencing itself.
Right.
And you talk about it not being omniscient. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yes.
When I was in high school, I pronounced it omniscient. I don't know if that's correct. Omniscient is... I don't know. I was in high school, bro. This is my flashcard. Shout out to Miss Forrest. Shout out to James Logan. I don't know.
Oh, God. That's hilarious.
But to go back to that, and you talk about not being omniscient.
Yeah.
Omniscient, right? Of all knowing. It's literally like... Okay, to pull back as human beings, without the invention of mirrors... okay, which is camera is a mirror, right? You're bouncing light off of a mirror.
It's literally a mirror.
It's literally a mirror. Without the invention of mirrors, we would never know what we look like as human beings.
Yeah.
Never.
You'd have to like look at still water.
Still water to get a reflection of you. We don't know what we look like, and so now we need mirrors to see what we look like. On a deeper level, we need mirrors like you are a mirror for me. All the people in my life are mirrors for me to understand myself.
So you can reflect.
And so the universe is populating life to understand what it is.
Right.
How can the universe experience, like, you know what I mean? Again.
And so if there is an architect, a God force that created everything, I think that's one of the main purposes in life, is to learn. And it's for yourself, for sure, but in the grander scheme of things, it's for the God force, because you're a part of that. If that's to be believed. Like I said, I don't subscribe to anything anymore. I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck is real.
Like, speaking of subscribe, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, go ahead and hit subscribe.
I actually subscribed to that. I actually did. I was like, ding. No, but in terms of like life philosophies and religion, like I don't subscribe to anything, because I'm just like, I don't know what's like certain. I don't know what is certain. Nothing is certain, and nothing is what it seems. That's what I pulled out of philosophy class, right?
Love that.
And dude, I just don't think if there's an architect or a God force that it knows everything. And it likes to be surprised, which is why you feel so fucking good when you're chasing excellence and you fucking do really cool art and really cool things. Like, okay, so if we actually do reincarnate, why do we forget everything?
Because it wouldn't be fun if you knew everything.
It would be fucking boring, dude. It's fucking boring.
It's fucking boring.
Have you played GoldenEye on the N64?
Oh, yes, I have.
If you fucking put it in like God mode and like you're invincible and you have unlimited ammo, that game is so fucking boring, dude. I'm just like, reset. I don't want to fucking play this no more. When you play it and it's fucking difficult, that's when it's hella fun. When you're playing with your friends and like you're trying to fucking hunt them down and like it's uncertain if somebody's around the fucking corner and like you got to really use everything that you know to fucking defeat them, that's when it's hella fun. I think if you were just born knowing everything, dude, knowing your past life, dude, it'd get boring so fucking fast, dude.
Which is why, to go back, you talk about these stories being captivating when you like basically treat your characters like assholes, and why those stories are so captivating, because that's real fucking life.
That's real life.
That's
dude.
Fucking real life. Yeah. And if that person just like triumphed nothing ever bothered that person, it's like, bro, this is not, it's not captivating, because real life is that, to be in the dirt, to go through those things. And if we had it all, right, you start this game on fucking super mode, you know what I mean, like in life, and you just start on super mode, like how boring would that be? And so
boring, dude.
It's funny because our psyche is like, we just want to know. We want to be in control, and we want to know what happens next, when really the fun is not knowing what's fucking next. Dude. That's actually the fun part.
That's the fucking fun part,
The fun part is actually not fucking knowing, but we want to know. It's like, God, you don't get it. You know, we don't get it. We don't get it, you know?
And if you can accept that, man, it really helps you with processing grief. Like, really helps, man. Like, the first week of April, we had to put our cat Petey down, right? That's who we cheersed to in the beginning.
Yep.
We had him for 7 years. He died at 12. He had a nasal lymphoma, so he had a cancerous growth in his nose. It was eventually going to kill him. I didn't want to put him on chemo. I was like, that's no life for a cat, dude. And it fucking hurt. I was miserable for a fucking couple days. But in realizing, like what we're talking about right now, grief is it's part of the fucking journey, dude. I was just at peace with it, man. Like, I was okay with it. I was okay with just death. I'm okay with death now. And I think if anybody struggles with grief, I think just knowing that it's an absolute in life, like, you're not going to get around it.
Yeah. No one gets out of this alive.
Nobody gets out of this alive, dude. Holy shit. It's fucking dark and hella true. Nobody gets out of here alive.
Yeah.
It's fucking real, man.
Yeah,
it's fucking real. It really helped me just not get over it. I'm not over it. I really wish he was here. Like, this morning, I had a fucked up moment. You know, like, I looked at my cat that is alive, and I saw him, and I was like, oh, God, like, thanks, universe. I was kind of fucked up right before this podcast. Like, put me in an emotional space. But it washed over. It washed over like a wave, and then I was okay again. And I think you just really need to accept that it's part of life, man. And I think that's a really good reason to have pets if you have children.
Teach them about the experience of life and death.
Yeah, because
or birth and death.
As a society, we don't really have rituals. We don't have like small villages to teach you about these kind of things. I think in American society, like,
right, because this is like a modern society where there's not a lot of depth or culture or history of that. Anyways, yeah.
No, I agree with you. Like, there's just not a lot of rituals and symbolism that is broken down by an elder that is going to help you understand and accept the darker parts of life. And so I think a pet is really good. And I talked to Jason about this too, because, you know, I had talked to him. I basically didn't want to text that Petey had died. Mm-hmm. It hurt a lot more to write it out rather than just verbalize it. I don't know why. I think just having to see it and fucking...
Yeah, because you're it's slowing down. Writing, you know, as a process is slowing down. You're having to articulate what you're feeling, so you're sitting with that emotion a lot longer.
Right.
Whereas if you could just call somebody and we just talk, I could just let it out.
And that's what happened. I just talked to him about it, and he's such a fucking good friend, man. He's such a good listener.
Agreed.
Double shout out to fucking Jason Thames. He's a bad fucking dude, man. Not only is his art really good, he's fucking really good. But he's just a really good friend. And I just talked to him about it, and I was like, you know, you have a son now, and you had to let go of one of your beloved pets right before he was born. I think it would be good eventually. Let him have a pet. If only just to teach him about death. Because that's what I've had to do with Sierra, with Petey dying. I think one of the deeper things that she learned is to allow happiness into your life while grief is washing you over. Because like, there was a certain moment, man, where like Petey had just died. We just put him down, and we were watching like a movie just to kind of like let our thoughts not be so set on the fact that our friend is gone.
Yeah.
And there was like a funny moment, and myself and my wife Kat, we both laughed. Sierra kind of chuckled, but then I saw immediately her face just went back to that space of sorrow. And so I had to tell her, like, Sierra, like, when there's moments of happiness in between grief, let it wash you over.
Amen, bro.
You got to let that wash you over. It's going to help you feel better. Both parts are necessary in life. Feel the sorrow, but when the happiness does show up, let it hold space. Yeah. Let it be there.
Yeah. Allow it to exist.
Allow it to exist.
Allow yourself to feel that too. It could be...
She was forcing herself to bathe in grief. And it's probably guilt. It's probably guilt. Like, she probably felt guilty of being sad or being happy when she felt like she needed to be sad for her cat, because her cat was her best friend. This was her best. We all love our animals. This one she gravitated to the most. Little Petey. And I think that was probably the best lesson I could have gave her out of this whole thing, is like, when you are sad, when there's grief, allow the happiness to hold space when it's there. Might not be there all the time. Might just be like 10 minutes in the
Yeah.
day.
It could be a full cloudy day. For some reason, the clouds part for a second. The sun peeks
Enjoy that fucking
let
sunlight.
that sun feel on your skin. What it feels.
Absorb it.
Yep. And then it's gonna clouds pass. Okay, fine, that's fine.
Yeah.
But while it was there, I didn't run from it. You
Right.
allow yourself to experience.
And
the
don't feel
sunshine.
guilty about it. If you're fucking feeling grief and you feel happiness in that grief, don't feel guilty about it. PD ain't mad. PD's fucking happy. If he exists, if it's not curtains afterwards, he's probably happy that she was feeling happiness for a little bit.
Right.
And when we had that talk, oh, dude, it was like night and day. Like, she processed the grief way faster than anything I've ever experienced before. My last dog, Paco, I was in a fucking shitty space for like 6 years.
I was gonna say, bro, for years.
6 fucking years. Up until I wrote that piece, your birthday was when I wrote it. I didn't even realize it was your fucking birthday, dude. That's how deep into this cathartic piece I was. I was like, it's time to write. It's time to let this out. I've been holding on to this for fucking 6 years. I need to fucking just let this out. Mm-hmm. And I finally did. And I felt so fucking good for it, man. I didn't want her to be this way. I didn't want my kid to hold on to grief for fucking 6 years.
Yeah.
And I realized that's why I drank and smoked so much, man. It was a negative emotional response. And when I stopped, I was just like, oh, this is what I want to do when I feel like shit. I want to reach out for that shit so I can fucking feel this awesomeness for an extended period of time.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a numbing. Something else
Yeah.
is stimulating you, and then you don't actually have to like sit with
Yeah.
the grief. You know, but writing, slowing down, you're actually having to sit with the grief.
Yeah.
And writing is like a focal point.
Yeah,
Because you can
yeah.
have an idea. You can have an idea that you want to share or an energy that you want to express. But when you sit down to write it, now you are literally refining, like putting it into a diamond. You're refining this
Yes.
thought. You're refining this thought to its like essence. And then expressing yourself, you have to sit with that. And it's not a good piece. It won't be a good piece if you don't actually feel the emotion of it.
Yes.
And I know you felt the emotion of it because when
Oh, yeah.
I read it, I was like, yeah, I know.
Oh, dude, halfway
I know
through,
he's been holding on to this.
Halfway through when I was writing, I was just bawling. I had to I couldn't even see the words. I was just like crying so hard. And then I dried my tears, took a deep breath, drank some water, and I went back into it. And it's probably one of my favorite pieces I've ever written.
It's a great piece.
Yeah. It's called Slow the Fast Down. I'll eventually release it into the public. I don't feel like reading it right now.
Yeah, no, you
I'm gonna start crying. I'm like, I don't want to read it right now. Because that's something that's incredible too with writing is like, it puts me in that energy again. I put everything into the piece and then I'm like, oh, this is a diamond I can just put in my pocket. And if I want to fucking look at it again, I'll fucking open it up. I'm like, oh, here's that energy again. And I feel it exactly how it felt when I wrote this. At least that's how it is for me.
Yeah.
I don't know how it is for other people. Like when I write stuff, that's what it feels like. I feel like I took out the poison and I put it in this paper, and this is where it is now. It's not affecting me anymore. I'm not sick anymore. That's what it feels like. I'm not sick anymore. I took the poison out and I can just look at it.
You've alchemized it into art now.
Yeah, and it's art. And fuck, man, just grief is a motherfucker. It's a fucking motherfucker. And writing has really helped me fucking just deal with all of that. But also realizing that it's fucking necessary, man.
It's 100% necessary.
Yeah. It's a part of life, man, and there's no way around it. Nobody gets out alive, man.
Yeah. There's no way around it.
Yeah.
People are we're scared, man. Like when it comes down to it, it's fear. We're scared. We're scared to sit with our own emotions. We're scared to sit with our own feelings. So we don't process it, right? You said you're holding on to this for 6 months, or 6 months, 6 years. All of a sudden, you actually finally sit down to write this piece. And how good did you feel after? Like you released so much energy. Using you as a reference point, but it's really just the collective as humanity. We avoid the work. That was the work. The work was you sitting down with your emotions, and it could have been someone sitting with a therapist. For them, it was how they moved it through.
Yeah.
You're basically just talking, you're expressing itself. We don't know, we're not very good. I don't say we don't know, because there are people who do know. In general, as a collective, we're not very good at processing our emotions or having to deal with that, or having to even just sit with hard questions. Like, what do you think happens when we die?
Yeah.
That's a hard question to sit with. And so what do people do? Oh, there's a heaven and a hell, and this is what happens. There's a mansion waiting for me, but if you fucking
if you
don't listen to these rules, you're gonna fucking burn in a lake of fire for eternity, like just chilling for eternity. And so now you're fucking scared shitless.
Yeah,
what?
dude.
I'm alive for 80 years, but like if I fuck up, like then I'm like, 80 bajillion forever years, I'm fucking just burning in this
Eternity's
lake
a
of
long
fire.
time, dude.
Eternity's a long time. You know? Of course that scares everybody shitless.
Yeah.
So of course you're trying to be this fucking good Catholic boy or Christian or, you know, in that space, like, you know, it's fear. It's fear. And then now we talk about Catholic guilt. That's a whole nother fucking conversation. Which I don't even know how we got there, but yeah,
I don't know, man.
How do we fucking get there? How do we
But
fucking get there?
it reminds me of a song by
sitting with things, having hard conversations, sitting with our emotions so that we can process it. People would rather go through their whole life, and it's more comfortable to just say like, yeah, I'm Catholic, I was born Catholic, I'm raised Catholic, and so you kind of just attach to that because they're scared of letting go. It almost feels like there's a little bit of control. Yeah. I know what happens afterwards. It's either A or B, even though B's super fucked up.
Yeah.
Even though B's super fucked up, right?
But I'm gonna stay in line.
But I'm gonna
so that way I can fucking
just in case.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Just in case it's real. I'm going up there, dude. Yeah.
Is my name there? You know what I mean? Like,
I hope I'm on that list, man.
I did my Hail Marys every day.
Peter. Come on,
Peter. Come on, Peter. You can write that shit in, motherfucker. You can write that shit in right now. Here's a fucking pen. You know what I mean? Like,
shit.
Because we're scared of what's on the other end of answering that question. Like, what do you actually think happened when you die? You know, like if you sit down with somebody and you like hold space to have that conversation, most people don't know. They'll resurface. Yeah. They don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah.
You know, we're scared.
They don't want to entertain.
They don't want to entertain anything else. You know.
And what's funny, man, is like with my kid, I have to be like really careful how much I want to push these subjects. Mm-hmm. I want to teach her. I want to prepare her. Right. I want to fucking give her some peace of mind. But then I got to remember too, she's only 14. She doesn't give a shit. Because I don't know if I was telling you or Jason, but like there was one time we were talking about karma. Because that was the topic that we just went over in philosophy. And like American society kind of skews it. Like, oh, you call that dude an asshole on the street and then you didn't notice what you're doing and you ran into like a tree or some shit. That's karma, bitch. That's not what karma is, right? And so I gave her like a 5 to 10 minute breakdown of what karma is because she had brought up karma. And I was like, oh, let me tell you what karma actually is per the philosophers that conceived this thought. And after like 5 to 10 minutes, she was silent, right? And after like 5-10 minutes of speaking, I'm thinking to myself as a dad, yes, I got through to her. And she just goes, wow, Dad, that's a lot to think about. I'm like, gosh damn it, like, she doesn't care.
Okay, you know what though? Yeah, yes.
She might remember it later, but like right now, she's just like, wow, Dad, that's a lot to think about.
Let me hold up this mirror for you. Talking about reflections, right? Let me hold this mirror for you, because your daughter is, you said 14, right?
She's 14 now. Yeah.
Okay. You're going through all these changes. You're learning a lot right now, right? And so you're basically sharing with her the things that you're learning because you're passionate about it. And it may seem like she doesn't care because there's part of her, she probably doesn't care. She's 14, right?
Right.
However, in having a conversation, say with my dad, when I podcast with my dad, and like a different story arc, when I was 11, 12 years old is when my dad started to get into recovery. For the next following few years, he's learning about the 12-step program. He's learning how to make changes. He's learning how to make amends. So he's teaching me what he's learning. And sure, as a kid, of course, I'm like, cool, Dad, great, that's good for you, you know? As an adult, though, I see how much that affected me. How much the small little things. It's a small rudder. It's a small rudder. Like, if we're taking a ship and we want to get to this island over here, you know, but we're headed towards this, like, you only have to turn the rudder a little bit, just a little. And over time, by the time you get here, I'm going to end up over there. And so it's like my dad was planting these seeds, again, like you, like probably feeling like, oh, I want to share this. I want to get through it. I want to give this gift. It's such a gift to you, right? This idea, this knowledge about karma. It's like, oh, this is so amazing as a human being to know this. Let me give this to my daughter, you know?
Lot to think about, Dad.
Cool, Dad.
Thanks.
Can I go out and play with
like she just wants to play Brawl Stars on her fucking phone with her friends. Like, that's what she wants to do.
But to reflect back, know that you are planting rich soil for your daughter to grow, because you can't do all the work for her. She's going to stumble herself. She's going to have to water 100%. This her own self. But you are doing a great thing. And even if it's not right now that it's fully getting through to her, you wanted her to have this revelation like you did, right? I will say from experience of having a dad who was sharing with me the things that he was going through when he was making changes and learning about himself, highly impacted the person I became and how I navigated life when I was dealing with a lot of things. So
that's powerful.
Good job.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
But I love that kid, man. You'll never appreciate your parents as much as when you become a parent, man. And like, not knowing how to parent is something that like really helped me rebuild my relationship with my dad. Like, there's no fucking handbook, dude. There's no fucking... Well, there are handbooks, but everybody's living in their own subjective truths.
Yes.
And when you come to realize that, it's like, oh, my dad was just trying to do the best he could, but he didn't know what the fuck he was doing. And I know that because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I barely know what I'm fucking doing. I'm 14 years in. I'm about to have another fucking kid. And I think this next kid is probably going to grow even more rapidly because I've had 14 years of practice. This kid is going to have a 14-year-old sibling to look up to. And it's like, Sierra's crushing it. You know, she's doing really good in life. And I think this kid's going to be like a fucking prodigy type because it has so many people to learn from. But like in thinking of parenting, I'm just like, damn, like it was so scary. Like this is what Jason's going through right now, probably. It's so scary to like parent because you don't know what the fuck you're doing, and you don't know if what you're doing is right. You don't know if that rudder is the right ship.
Is that sending the ship over there, or is it sending the
where
ship
am I sending this fucking ship? I don't know. I hope it's going in the right direction. And I don't know. I just had a lot of like angst towards my dad growing up. He was a hard dude to live with. I'm like first and a half generation. My dad was born and raised in Mexico. My mom was born and raised here. So I'm kind of somewhere in between first generation.
A little bit cleaner. 1.5, little 1.5er.
And my dad was just trying to learn from what he learned from his dad. But it's different cultures, different lifestyles. And so it was really fucking tough to like deal with his iron hand.
Oh, good play on words there.
Yeah, fucking it was an iron hand. And now that I'm a dad, though, I'm just like, okay, I get it, man. Like, you were playing your cards to the best of your ability. And you see that because, like, the way he raised me and my older brother is night and day with how he raised my younger sister and my younger brother. They both talk like they had it as hard as me and my older brother, Isaac. But I just look at them and I'm like, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Like, there's just certain things that I could talk for, like, hours on this one.
I know when you brought up this a little bit earlier, like before we took that coffee break, and I was like, oh, we can unpack that, but that's a
whole episode.
That's a whole episode in itself, exactly.
Yeah, but you can't hold it against somebody for not knowing what they're doing, and then blaming them and fucking blaming your problems on them.
Yeah.
And when I came to that realization, oh, dude, I just found so much peace inside. And now my relationship with my dad is the best it's ever been.
Oh, I love to hear that, man. I love
my dad so much, man. I
love to hear that so much.
I love him so much, man. And like, I'm so grateful. It's just having gratitude.
So delicious.
Yeah. Gratitude is such a healer, man.
Mm-hmm. That's one of the things my dad talked about, and he preaches, but that's one of the things he talked about in being 80 years old. You know, questions like, what are some of the greatest lessons you learned about life, or what are some of the,
God, that's so
all
cool.
These gems. And it was like gratitude was still one of them. It's like one of the things that he lives by. So it's like, it really is. Gratitude is really magic. It really is fucking magic.
And so there's this whole segment that I have in one of the books I'm working on. And it talks about like attaining happiness, right? And for me, it's like happiness is a beating rhythm. It's got cadence, right? When you stop having gratitude, it just stops. You have to have the attitude of gratitude for that beating rhythm to keep going.
I love that. Oh, I'm going to take that. Thank you.
Without gratitude, the happiness just fucking stops, dude. And I learned that through running, man.
Speaking of, that's so perfect, because I was going to transition to that, because you're talking about cadence, and I'm like, oh yeah, which obviously you're going to use that as an example.
Yeah.
Man, talking about what you learned from running, and you talked about learning this lesson from running. Running has been a new thing for you.
Yeah.
New relative. Okay, let's just
Okay. Not super new, but like relatively new.
Like last few years.
Like 5 or 6.
5 or 6 years. Yeah. Okay.
Basically, when my dog died, the dog I was telling you about that I was holding grief for like 6 years, dude. Like, I ran a few races before then, but I wasn't like committed to being a runner. And that kind of did it for me, man. Long story short for the audience, I couldn't get to my dog as fast as I wanted to. He got hit by a car, and I felt really guilty. I was just like, oh man, like every second I couldn't get to him was a second of suffering without me. And it's like a kid being without his father. That's the way I looked at it. Like, imagine your kid is just sitting there in immeasurable pain, and like your dad is nowhere to be found. Mm-hmm. And like, I was on the other side, like I was like 3 or 4 blocks away, and like I had to run to him, and I was like, I'll run over there because I got a call. He had his caller on, and somebody called me, and I ran over there, and I was so out of breath and like so out of shape and just not in a place to be running hard for long distances. Mm-hmm. And after that moment, I was just like, this is never going to happen again. I'm never going to be in a need to run hard for long distances and not be able to do it. We talk about like self-defense, and like that's always a cornerstone in my life. Yeah, like,
why I'm doing these things.
Why do I do these things? Because I want to like prevent bad shit from happening. And if I can't fucking get in a car and I need to run 10 miles, I want to be able to do that. And I can do that now because of what I've developed myself into. Mm-hmm. Even now, I'm out of shape. My perception of out of shape.
Yeah. Just like when a wrestler says, I'm so fat, you're like, okay,
shut up.
Yeah.
You're not fucking fat.
Yeah, anyways.
But like right now, I'm out of shape in my perception. But I can get out right now. If I just have a gel with me and some water, I can run 10 miles. No problem. As long as I pace myself.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what like really put me into high gear for running. But I don't want to say that's the only reason I run. It brings me a lot of peace in life. It's a method of learning. Mm-hmm. And it's been a focal point that's really developed my character. That's what it's really done for me. And I know people hate it, and I fucking get it. Because I fucking hated running.
Yeah, you did.
I hated running so bad, dude. And that came from wrestling. Anybody that's ever wrestled in a like high pedigree program that's had to cut weight, you know that running is a tool to help you lose weight. So not only are you starving yourself and combating your comrades Spartan style every motherfucking day,
yep,
you're also running to drive yourself harder, to fucking lose weight, to fucking increase your cardio. None of it is enjoyable. And so that was my previous relationship with running.
Obviously.
Yeah. It fucking sucked. I can still hear Kirk Fitzpatrick. No lollygagging, Enriquez.
I'm just like, Kirk Fitzpatrick, I'm fucking coming for you. You should already know. You should already know that you were going to be on here. Holy fuck.
You want to talk about tossing seeds as an artist and like letting it do what it's due. Kirk, I think, affected people so deeply. And maybe he knows it. Maybe he doesn't. But maybe now he's going to know. You have affected so many fucking people with your resilience, with your strength, with your endurance, and just you pushing people to fucking find their best selves on the wrestling mat. And I still hear that motherfucker. No lollygagging. Or pick it up. Do you want to be a beast? Like, dude, just the amount of transformation that guy has fucking done. It's incredible.
Dog, I literally, and I was gonna save this for the podcast when I had him on here. He doesn't know he's gonna be on here yet, but he's obviously gonna fucking be on here. That's something that I wanted to share with him, and I will share with him when I see him in person and have him on the podcast. But it was like, I literally summoned Kirk Fitzpatrick energy to get through fight camp.
Yeah.
Because I went through the entire fight camp with my shoulder fucked up. But I watched Kirk get ready for an entire season to go win a state title with a fucked up shoulder. He had a fucked up shoulder. Yeah. He would get to semifinals and then injury default to 6th place. Why? Because he just needed to rest his shoulder. He just needed to make it through the season so that he can compete at state.
Yeah.
And win state. He made it to the finals. He didn't win in the finals. He basically wrestled with one shoulder, you know, and
A dysfunctional arm,
yes.
pretty much, dude.
And so watching that as a teenager, watching my comrade, watching my friend, watching the person who was the team captain when I'm wrestling, I'm, you know, like that's my leader. Watching him go through that as a teenager still stuck with me to where, bro, he'd be at practice and he's not even practicing, but he needed to lose weight. So he would literally sit on the bike and watch us practice, but then practice
crazy.
on. And so I was watching him like, he don't give a fuck.
There's no quit in that dude.
There's
man.
no quit.
Yeah.
And so that was like, I was literally summoning his energy when I was going through fight camp.
Yeah.
Like as if to like be like Kirk. You know, like summon that, like I was summoning, like you're summoning the gods. You're summoning the energy of, what was it? Like Jimena or Sochi.
Jimena?
Sochi
Quetzal.
Sochi Quetzal.
Yeah.
Sochi Quetzal.
But he
but like
is
that,
like,
like,
he's like a god of war, dude.
Bro, dude.
He is like a god of war. That's who that dude is in my life. And like, it's a very small piece of his life that I was in his life.
But look how rich that seed turned out to be though, that he gave you.
Yeah.
Without even knowing it, he was literally just being himself. He was literally he wasn't like how you were trying to teach Sierra Karma. You know what I mean? It wasn't like he was like trying to teach. He was on his own fucking path. Exactly. He was just
leading by
fucking
example.
he was.
And if he was feeling moments of weakness, he never showed it. And that is so fucking powerful, dude. Like who the fuck taught him that? What kind of a life did that motherfucker go through to fucking be that person? Or was he just naturally gifted? I don't fucking know, man.
I don't know.
I hope you unearth that, man.
Yeah, me too. Both of those motherfucking Fitzpatrick boys, fucking Eric, you too, motherfucker.
The Fitzies are fucking bad dudes, man. Those are some bad motherfuckers.
Dude, those guys are fucking crazy. Fucking crazy Irish fucking crazy lads.
So that was my relationship with running before.
Yeah.
I
Great
fucking
way to bring it back.
I fucking hated it, dude.
Yeah.
And then life goes on. I meet my wife. First person I ever met that ran a marathon. I was like, holy shit. This fucking pretty little blonde girl has ran 26 miles straight. What in the fuck? Like it just
What in the fuck?
It just like it just reprograms your mind as to like what strength is, what endurance is. You're like, oh my god, like what?
Yeah.
I've never ran more than a few miles on the track with the wrestling team, or just a couple miles to get ready for a fight. Like I remember doing a smoker in San Diego on Halloween. It was one of probably my best performances ever, and I remember running for that with my mouthpiece in to increase my cardio. And I remember from the beginning to the end, I'm like, I can't wait for this fucking run to be done. Fuck this run. This fucking sucks. But it helped. It was like, It was my best fucking performance I've had in a smoker. And for those of you that don't know what smokers are, they're like unsanctioned amateur fights.
Right.
Side tangent. Shout out to Johnny. I punched him so fucking hard. I landed the fucking hardest cross I've ever landed on anybody. Punched him through the fucking ropes. And he just kept getting up like the fucking Terminator. There is nothing scarier
Oh no, I know that feeling.
than hitting somebody as hard as you've ever hit them and they just keep coming back for more. I was like, holy fuck, this is gonna be a fucking fight.
yeah. Oh shit, we're in for it now.
Oh fuck. And like, we had the option to not wear our headgears, and I didn't wear it. I was just like, nah, fuck this. This is a fight. I'm gonna treat it like a pro fight.
Yeah.
I'm not wearing my headgear. After he got up after that and just kept coming with the same tenacity, I was like, I should have worn my headgear. I need to keep my gear up. I need to keep my guard up. Like, this motherfucker is tough as nails. But yeah, so I met my wife. She is the first person I ever met that ran a marathon, and like, it hooked me. I was like, okay, I want to know what this is like. And then the thing with my dog happened, and I'm like, I'm never gonna fucking feel it this way again. And so I started running longer distances. And then I ran my first marathon. And that training camp was unlike anything I've ever experienced in my life. I was like, oh, there's different levels of fucking pain that I've never fucking felt before. There's different endurance levels that I've never fucking known. And you start running long distance and you're like, wow, that was a long fucking run. Can I run a little bit fucking farther? Oh, I ran this distance. Can I run even a little bit farther than that? It's not unlike life. Like, you start doing great things and you're like, can I do a little bit more than that?
Yep.
And so I started making all these parallels with life while I'm running, and I'm like,
As the artist writer that you are.
yeah, I mean, I'm connecting these dots because like that's what I like to do. I like to connect dots with art, and
Same.
and so like running and growth, it's like, oh, there's things in life that run parallel with running, right? Yeah. and so I'm just like, okay, I'm committed. I need to explore this in its full depth. And that's kind of brought me to where I'm at now. It's like there's so many things in life that you experience with just running long distance that are applicable to everything else in life. We've already talked about this, how art just leaks into other arts.
Right.
And I think if people just find something that they're really passionate about, they're going to learn the same things. They're going to learn things about life that they are learning about whatever excellence they're trying to pursue. And chasing excellence doesn't mean I need to be famous. Chasing excellence means I need to be a master of my own craft. And when you do that, you are going to see the parallels in life. You're going to see all the different things in life that come with mastery. And you can apply it to anything that you have in life. Not unlike being a black belt. Being a black belt from the Dragon's Den was super powerful because it was a great pedigree. Everybody there is really fucking good. The level of teaching is really fucking high. But I think it's attaining the basic mastery of that martial art kind of gives you a frame for attaining mastery in other things.
Right. Once you've mastered one thing, your ability to master anything after that is so much higher.
Yeah.
It could be a completely different medium, but you now know what it took to get to that level
Yeah.
of mastery in something. And so you can apply the lessons that you learned from that journey to now another journey.
And what's so powerful about running is you're by yourself and you're inside. People are so afraid to be alone with themselves.
Ain't that the
Like-
truth?
Like, how much do people not like meditating because their thoughts just keep surfacing? That's part of meditation. The goal is to kind of just turn it off. They're still going to pop up.
Yep.
It still pops up. What do you think's happening when you're running?
I'm sure those are fucking loud as fuck. I want to
They
stop.
are
I'm
loud
tired.
as
My
fuck.
hip, my
But
back,
not
my
only
legs,
that though,
my
man,
knee.
like your demons, they start to show up. Especially if like you have like a 6 miler or like a 10 miler, or like when I'm in marathon camp, you peak at like 22 miles before the race, sometimes 24. That's like 3 hours alone inside your head. And even though the goal of your long runs when you're doing training camps, you have like speed work, you have intermittent work, you have sustained hard efforts, and then on the weekends you're supposed to like mimic the race. So, but you won't run hard during those long runs. But every week those long runs get a little bit longer. You get like 2 miles. During those long runs, you're supposed to run easy. Running easy is like doing negatives.
Okay.
When you're doing your long runs at an easy pace, you have hell of time to think about whatever the fuck you want. And so a lot of it is like mobile meditation, and this is what really gravitates me towards running. It really is mobile meditation. You're moving, but if you are not careful to tend to your headspace, your thoughts are just going to be wild. They're going to be fucking feral. You're going to start thinking about things you don't want to fucking think about. Memories from the past will start to surface. That's actually another segment in something that I'm writing right now. Is like how your memories just kind of fucking they surface. Things you had locked away that you're talking about how when we went to Fresno State, that was like, whoa, like you hadn't thought about that in how long?
I couldn't
Forever,
tell you, yeah.
right? Forever.
But now I remember all the things, even going to fucking Abbott's house playing N64, like all the things, right? Like
Yes.
now all the memories come back. I'm like, oh
It
shit, I haven't thought about that in
floods.
so long.
Yeah. Your memory and your headspace gets flooded. And so that's something that's kind of not dangerous, but it's something that happens when you're running and you're not tending to your mental space. It's like things you haven't thought about in a really long time will start to surface. And so you can choose to look at them. You can choose to process them later. You can choose to ignore them. But you have to be okay with it. It's just like meditation, man. Like when you're meditating and thoughts start to surface, I'll tell myself, oh, there's a thought. And then I'll go back into my focus, whatever my focus is. I have 3 different focuses when I meditate. It's either breathing, affirmations, or I chant the Om, the powerful Om. Sometimes I combine all three. I'll do breathing for a little bit just to kind of deepen my breath. Then I'll do affirmations to kind of just program myself for the day.
Yep.
And then I'll just finish with the Om just to feel like I'm gathering energy.
Yeah, you're basically getting back into that. What is it? Brahmin?
Yes.
It's almost like you're tapping back into that.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
the
like,
Atman within is realizing I am part of this Brahman, this totality of consciousness. And that's kind of what I'm doing with the Om. And then when I'm running, I also have mantras. Like if you've ever done long distance running or you're looking to get into long distance running, mantras really help. Just like with meditation. Keeps you focused, keeps you dialed in. Funny enough, man, there was one time it's the only reason I know my wife's phone number.
I don't know where this is going, but continue on.
I basically was out for a long run for way too long. And my phone was in my pack and I locked it somehow. So I couldn't call her. And she was really stressed out about me. Like couldn't find me anywhere. I couldn't call her. And I didn't know her phone number to call her. So my next run, I used her phone number as my mantra. And now I have it memorized. The run would start to get fucking heavy and I'd start to chant her fucking her phone number in my mind. And the lights are out.
And the lights are out, guys. This is Live in the Wild. How long have we been going?
I don't know.
A little over an hour. Okay, so we're at 2 hours. This is probably the longest podcast. Honestly, I could talk with this man forever.
Yeah, there's so many different things.
There's so many different things we could talk about.
Yeah.
But we'll go ahead and use this as an opportunity to kind of, I guess, just wrap up since we're a little losing on light here. Man, we've talked about so much, and like I said, there's so much more we could talk about. We talked about you and Kat and the IVF process, your dad, running, writing, going back to school, like all these things. And we talk about these being like little glimpses of life. This is where this is where I'm at right now. And where you were at 5 years ago is different. Where you're going to be at 5 months from now is going to be different. Like all these things are going to be different. I guess that maybe sum it up. Like, what's the greatest thing that you're learning about either life or yourself, or even a message you want to like leave to the people as like
Honestly, just having acceptance. You got to have a lot of acceptance in life and gratitude. Like if there's any gems I could leave, like my daughter, like that's something I think about all the time. Just have gratitude, have acceptance for life. The 3 virtues I give her when she goes to school: be kind, be wise, be grateful. And if I were to leave any advice for the people listening to this, just be kind, be wise with what you do with your life.
Let them know. Let the people know.
And be grateful. Have an attitude of gratitude. That's how you maintain that rhythm of happiness. That's it, bro.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me, man. This was so much fun.
You're welcome, man. I'm gonna have you again. Yeah. We definitely have to do it again. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, thank you. Thank you for sharing your time. Thank you for sharing your knowledge.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, all the stuff, man.
Hi.
All right, guys, that's it. Episode 3 of season 2 has finished. I'm probably gonna go edit some episodes of season 1 now. But yeah,
I got
dude,
homework.
thanks for tuning in. Catch y'all on the next one.
Peace.
Look at what we have here. Oh, I love the throwback sweater. Oh, you're so fucking cool. You're so fucking cool. Damn, look at that hat. Okay, fucking Newark. You fucking converted. Newark Memorial hat over here.
Actually, just like the colors.
I know.
I still hate them, yeah. I just like
Hold it. Look who the fuck is this out like this. Oh, shit. Hold on. You need some. Hold on. I don't have shoes on. Hold on.
Hey, congratulations. Oh, man. I get to give you a hug, man. Let's go. How you doing, man? Fucking beast over here.
Oh,
Run his first 100.
we're gonna. So we haven't started yet. This is cool.
Dope,
Look at this motherfucker. Oh, dude, it's so good to see you, man.
I was like, man, the band looks kind of familiar. Then I hear your guys' voice. I'm like, yeah, that's dope, man. Let's get to run into you guys.
Sick, dude.
Sweet. Yeah, you can stop recording, turn any of that stuff off.
Just hold the power button.
Yep. Oh, no, if it's on, you can do that.
Okay.
It's on all of them. They're the same, like, you know, hold for the lights, hold for the fucking, yeah. Okay, cool. This is also good research for me on like threshold of like how long the lights, because that's the first time the lights went out. But this is also the longest. This is the longest podcast I've done. All right, we just finished podcasting. Hello.
Yep.
Hello again. We're here at Dry Creek Regional Park, just obviously at a parking lot. I'm not gonna step out because I don't have slippers. Actually, I'm just gonna grab them. Oh, here's your shoes, sir.
Thank you, man.
Actually. You say Cat's gonna come here, you guys gonna go walk the dogs?
Yeah, she's gonna come by right now. We're on the edge of the forest. This is currently where I love to run the most. It's like a 4-mile loop. It's fucking perfect.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude.